Wrestling.
Your victory.
You opened Pandora's box, Sting!
Choose the light.
Clean slate. A new man. In order to have life, you gotta die first.
Because of Destination X, you will die.
Elevation X!
Elevation X!
Your latest invention is gonna be responsible for the end of your career!
I'm on top of the world!
Kurt Angle, screw you! Screw the company! You got what I want!
Steiner, the Destination X, your ass is mine.
Nothing
will get in my way of being a champion. Nothing will stop my ascension to greatness.
You're trying to become a champion.
Well, Christian Cage is building a legacy.
This is my ultimate goal. This is what I came to TNA for. This is my destiny.
Abyss is nothing without me!
It's yours, Abyss.
Life or death.
And yours alone. Because you don't have the devil in your ear any longer.
And now, TNA Wrestling presents Destination X.
Tonight, get ready for the competition. Tonight, get ready for the intrigue. And tonight, get ready for the danger as TNA presents Destination X live from Orlando, Florida on pay-per-view.
Mike, you mentioned danger. Well, that's Elevation X. You mentioned intrigue. We got the last right. You mentioned competition. Samoa Joe versus Christian Cage for the World Championship. And on top of it all, we've got Kurt Angle versus John Steiner.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the opening contest live at TNA's Destination X, a non-title ghetto brawl. Introducing team number one, accompanied by Conan, they are the NWA World Tag Team Champions, Homicide and Hernandez, the Latin American Exchange.
We open Destination X with, yes, the non-title matchup, the Ghetto Brawl, and check this out. Latin American Exchange, Homicide, Hernandez, and Conan eyeballing the Spanish broadcast team. There's a close-up look at the newest member, Hector Guerrero, from the famous Guerrero wrestling family, as well as Willie Urbina. You know, Hector's so powerful in the Hispanic community as part of TNA's Hispanic Legacy Foundation. Look to me like LAX giving Hector Guerrero the evil eye.
Well, think about it. Conan's normally sitting in that chair. A little bit of friction right there, but yes, it was not a friendly stare. They gave Hector Guerrero.
Anything goes. Weapons are legal. One fall to a finish, and the only way to win, pin your opponent or put them through a table.
And their opponents from New York City, Brother Ray and Brother Devon, they are Team 3D.
We want to dedicate Destination X to the memory of the late, great Ernie Ladd. Ernie passing away last night. Big Cat, Destination X, that's for you. And here comes the most decorated tag team in professional wrestling history. Leading the charge, yes, it's Brother Ray. There's a close-up look at Brother Devon. Here comes Team 3D. What a rivalry this has been over the course of the past few months.
Mike, today it has gotten so personal. I mean, it has been about hurting the people that are close to you. That's how personal this has been. And we've seen that. We've seen that with Brother Ray's uncle. We've seen that with Johnny Rods, the man who was a father figure, and Brother Devon. LAX has done everything they can to to break them down from all sides, and now the match is just broken down. It's a ghetto brawl, and like you said, Mike, anything goes, no disqualifications.
And here we go. We've kicked off Destination X with this non-title ghetto brawl matchup. And look at Team 3D. Brother Ray, Brother Devon there in the driver's seat right from the outset. Big clothesline for Hernandez. Look at that overpowering move. Homicide just drilled right to the canvas by Brother Devon.
Oh, this is just about so much revenge. I mean, I was talking with Brother Ray and, telling us about how personal this has become and how that they have just thought about nothing but destroying the careers of the Latin American Exchange, and you can see they go right after him.
I mean, it's tough to argue the success of LAX. Now two-time NWA World Tag Team Champs, nearing 5 months, Don, as champions in their second reign. Pretty much dominant here in TNA. They've held the tag titles for 7 of the last 8 months. Big right hand for Brother Devon on Homicide outside the ring. Brother Ray laying him in there to Hernandez.
Well, you might not like their methods, and most people don't, but one thing they are is a family. They're resilient. I mean, the Latin American Exchange know how to use each other to a T, and that's why they've been so successful. And wow, what a DDT right there by Homicide on Brother Devon.
Tornado-style DDT, and he hit it right on target. Comes charging off the ropes, and he takes down the much bigger man. He just leveled Brother Ray with that clothesline. Drop kick for Brother Devon. Homicide, boy, he is on fire here in the early going.
He doesn't have the size, of course, but he just has the heart. You can't deny him that.
Double team.
Speaking of size, Hernandez has it. Oh! They did, and then the double team move. Beautiful. As the LAX has got full momentum right now, Mike.
We mentioned how 3D, the most decorated team in pro wrestling history, but their resumes, their careers, they won't be complete until they finally win that one championship that has eluded them, the NWA World Tag Team titles.
And they, wow! What an extension! Hernandez just leaped over the top rope, and then Brother Ray took the trash can and smashed Homicide right on top of the head.
That's 6'6", 300 pounds with the greatest of ease. And what did Brother Ray just use right there?
It's like a mannequin head.
We got to take a look at this again. Look at Hernandez on Brother Devon.
Brother Devon caught the full blunt of that blow right there, and you can see Hernandez going right after him. Then a nice kick right there by Homicide. LAX is on fire right now.
Remember, anything goes, weapons legal. You win it by either pinning your opponent or putting him through a table in this ghetto brawl.
Brother Ray.
Oh, man.
Look at that. He's saying, give me
Bring
more.
it on.
Give me more. What do you got? Let's go back there. Look at that. He's now got to his feet. Homicide realizes it. Another smash. Brother Ray wobbly, but he doesn't fall. But now look at Homicide taking that tray. And there's that dive again.
It's more amazing every time we see it. Wow, what a move. But now, as we come back live, Brother Devon just takes Hernandez and flings him right over the safety rail, right into the crowd here at Destination X.
Oh, now he grabbed somebody's crutches that were in the stand and just crushed the back of Hernandez, and now applying it to the neck, and you can see he's just crushing that windpipe.
Oh, opposite side of the arena. Brother Ray with the trash can right to the head of Homicide. Looks like Brother Ray's going to head up into the crowd as well. This is an interactive opener at Destination X, to say the least. Yeah, they're brawling amongst the TNA fans here in Orlando.
Oh, it is, and I mean, look at it. There are people taking pot shots. Everybody's taking a shot that they can. Homicide, though, look at him. Just one blow after another, but Brother Ray just looks like he's just daring him. Nice headbutt, though, by Homicide.
Came out of nowhere. It caught Brother Ray certainly unaware. That headbutt from Homicide. Oh, and look at Homicide with the beat down on Brother Ray, while Brother Devon puts the shades on and then drills Hernandez right between the eyes with that right hand.
Oh, I mean, there you can see Brother Devon is starting to feel cocky. He's starting to get the mojo working as he's just got Hernandez where he wants him. He's taking him all the way up to the top. Oh, and then what? Look at this. Look at Brother Ray getting fired up, and he's getting the crowd to yell 3D.
Oh, they're roaring at Destination X, reverberating throughout the impact zone. The chants of 3D. Devon and Ray totally turning this matchup around. Little water bottle right to the face of Hernandez, courtesy of Brother Devon. Thanks one of the fans, hands it back to him. Yeah, this is an interactive opener, isn't it? Well, everybody's getting involved.
I mean, they said anything can be used, any weapon. I mean, they're grabbing stuff. I've seen them grab sunglasses. We've seen them grab crutches. We've seen them grab water bottles. You name it, but now look at Homicide rubbing him on that fence. Oh, and Brother Ray just taking in front of it. Homicide going right after Brother Ray. You've got to be impressed with that. And now Hernandez has control of Brother Devon.
Yeah, look at the size of these big two guys, Hernandez and Devon. And now you see the switch with, oh, Brother Ray, right in the eyes of Hernandez.
Knife edge chop right there, and another one on Hernandez. And now look at this. The crowd feels it. Brother Ray kind of feeling the energy. Brother Devon feeling the energy of that crowd.
You know, I was going to ask you about LAX. It seems as of late that they've just had Team 3D's number. I don't think there's any question. Outside of that belting pot match that 3D won on Impact, it has been all LAX in this rivalry, and Hernandez meets the wall.
Oh, he met the wall. The wall couldn't even withstand it as it broke right there. And you can see now, Brother Ray. Oh, what a chair shot! Right on Homicide. Wicked chair shot on the face of Homicide.
Just drilled him right in the top of the head. Devon takes Homicide, tosses him back over the safety rail and back inside the ring area. Hernandez, he fought the wall and the wall won.
Listen to the crowd already showing their appreciation. Oh, a nice, unbelievable garbage can shot by Homicide on Brother Devon as Hernandez has took a wicked right from Brother Ray, and now there comes the elbow on top of the head.
Boy, it's been a great job by our TNA camera crew just trying to follow this incredible action, total non-stop action, by the way, all over the building.
It has been all, and I mean, it just, the momentum just keeps switching. It looks like it's Team 3D.
Oh.
Then what in the world did he hit him with? Part of the wall. I mean, they're grabbing anything to stop Bolton down.
Yes, it's turned in favor of LAX, the reigning NWA Tag Team Champs. Boy, there's no question. Momentum is definitely on their side at this point. Homicide in the ring. I'm not sure what he's got there in his hand. What is that?
I don't know.
Whatever it is, he tosses it away.
I mean, he likes the garbage can better, obviously, as it has a little more weight to it, and he nails Brother Devon right there in the back.
Homicide sent for the ride. That's the way you plant the man.
Snap it off.
Mid-ring slam. Here's two, and baby.
So close right there, but that was what you said. Brother Devon saw the opportunity and just snapped it off right there. But now, look at the strength. Oh my gosh, it never ceases to amaze me how strong Hernandez is, Mike.
Here's the pin off the follow, two, and no. You know what? I've been watching Team 3D as a tag team for years. I don't remember seeing Brother Devon just manhandled like Hernandez just did.
He may be the strongest man in TNA. He really may be. The guy is unbelievable. We see him do things every time. Brother Devon, I can't believe he had the fortitude, the intestinal fortitude to get that shoulder up on that last spin attempt.
Oh, Hernandez using that big boot right across the throat, the windpipe of Brother Devon, wearing him down, taking away his breath at the same time, taking away all the air right out of the tank. Gonna go to the trash can lid, and oh man, two for the price of one. Caught Brother Devon across the back, but Devon connects as well. And
oh, that was wicked.
That'll
and
tattoo
look at
the
him,
top
he's
of your
getting
head.
fired up. You go, but then it's just like his energy was just spent as he kind of fell limp into the ropes right there, and now he falls down as Brother Ray tries to get to his feet. What a war this has been. What a ghetto brawl.
What an incredible way to kick off Destination X. Brother Ray gonna charge. Just sandwiched him. Squashed Big Hernandez in the corner.
Looking for another weapon, a garbage can that looks like it hasn't been smashed in yet. Oh, Hernandez gets the feet up, and then look at that strength again. Always something new. Oh, but he didn't get out of the way in time.
Oh, man, and then he just fired the trash can right into his fist and right into that chest, right into the face. Here comes Brother Ray. Gonna try and suplex him or superplex him in.
Oh, man, you could see Hernandez holding on. Oh, and there he goes, and he does. He does superplex him. But wait a minute. Homicide's on the top rope. Let's see right there.
Perched up on top. Here he comes.
Oh, and he snaps off the Hurricane Rana on Brother Ray.
Incredible Hurricane Rana. There goes the trash can right into the head and face. Pin Homicide on Ray.
Oh, Brother Ray just in time.
Life still left in Team 3D.
Unbelievable matchup to start off Destination X. We knew it would be when these four get into the ring. Here comes Homicide up the road. Oh, but just too strong is Brother Ray.
Overpowered Homicide. Wait a minute. We're going to try and put this baby through the uprights. Brother Devon headed to the top floor. Here he comes.
You can see him right now. He's setting it up. Here he goes. Oh, bingo. Right on target.
Mission accomplished off the top for Team 3D. LAX in trouble. Brother Ray goes outside the ring to, what? gonna pop open a cold one here.
Might as well celebrate a little bit.
Why not?
Here they go. They know they have it in total control. Getting fired up, and here they are. Celebrating. You better get the pin first.
Here it is.
You heard the crowd.
Brother Ray has to say just one thing. 1, 2, 3, and you heard the chant. Everybody here at Destination X screams, get the tables, and Brother Devon's gonna bring out the plunder.
And he pulls it in right now as Homicide and Hernandez still on the ground. You see Homicide trying to fight his way up the ropes. Right there, Brother Devon sees it and just levels him right back down. They've got LAX right where they want him.
Remember, you win this by either pinning your opponent or putting him through the table. Latino Nation.
Latino Nation comes out of nowhere. Oh my gosh, they're everywhere. How many of them are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I count.
Yeah, but it's anything goes. This is legal.
There's nothing
talk about
you can
the match
do.
turning in the favor of LAX as the Latino Nation just hit the ring.
I mean, look at this. Just tore him up. Wait a minute.
Johnny Rods, this is Devon's teacher. This is Devon's father figure leading the charge, and we saw how LAX took care of Johnny Rods in Brooklyn, and Johnny Rods has hit the ring to try and take care of the Latino Nation.
Well, he's somebody that's been holding a grudge now for a long time, and he's got something right there, and he just takes them one after another. Nice kick right there to the head. I mean, Johnny Rods is cleaning house. Another kick.
Advantage, Team 3D, thanks to the father figure and the teacher, Johnny Rods. Oh, God.
Man, he walked right into that, turned around right into it. Homicide Hernandez. As you know, Brother Ray and Brother Devon have been beaten down. Now Latino Nation comes in, and it's a terrible beatdown.
Again, the numbers game, totally in favor of LAX here. Referee Rudy Charles, he just has to stand back because, yeah, it's anything goes.
There's nothing you can do. And wait a minute. What in the world?
I know what it is. That's Devon's brothers from Brooklyn that just hit the ring. You want gang warfare? You want a ghetto brawl? You're seeing it in Destination X. It's out of control.
The only thing we're missing is Pac-Man Jones. I mean, look at this. It's a brawl right out here in the middle of the ring. They're all going crazy. I can't keep track of who's hitting who. I mean, look at that. You got the brothers from Brooklyn. You got the Latino Nation, and you got warfare. Oh, man.
Trash cans flying. Matchup is now even. Now we're back to 3D and LAX. Look at that combination move in the ring.
Wait a minute.
Pin attempt.
Oh, Hernandez able to get the legs up just in time. Able to break it up. And folks, we're doing our best to call the action.
We're trying. We're getting away from the table here. Doomsday. Doomsday if he can come off the top. There it is.
They hit it.
Pin. 2.
Oh,
I don't believe it.
Homicide. You gotta be kidding. Oh, I just saw Brother Ray. Oh, and then look at that clothesline by Hernandez.
Woo.
Wow. Trying to keep track of everything that's going on. It's just turned crazy in here.
Brother Devon sent for the ride, puts on the brakes, stops on the mid-rope, and Hernandez gonna try and use his power.
Here comes the border toss.
No.
No, he couldn't quite do it.
Series of shots there from Hernandez. Quickly reverse, shot off into the ropes. Gonna take him up.
3D! He hits the 3D! That's it right there!
Pin.
1, 2. Wait a minute! That was Machete! Machete came in, remember him from LAX, and pulled out the referee!
From the Latino Nation, he pulled the official out as they were making the 3 count. Uh-oh, here come the gangs again, right back into the impact zone. Devon's brothers, the Latino Nation, battling all over the building. Brother Ray up on top. Look out below!
Oh, man! Unbelievable! Brother Ray just wiped out everybody!
Like bowling pins!
I mean, he was, but that left Brother Devon in there with Homicide. This is going berserk. Alex Shelley is ringside with a camera.
Oh, yeah.
I just saw it. What in the world is that all about?
Paparazzi Productions, you know what that's all about. Big Devon takes Homicide up to his shoulder. Alex Shelley has distracted Brother Devon. Look at Shelley drop down to the floor after the distraction and the low blow inside the ring by Homicide.
Oh, he kicked him right in that crotch, and I mean, you can see Brother Devon just doubled over and then he hit him with the paparazzi cam. And Alex Shelley coming in, and again, you can't disqualify him.
Yeah, you're right, it's anything goes, even though the referee's knocked out. Brother Devon in trouble after being cracked across the head with the paparazzi cam. Shelley from the top.
Oh, frog splash! Oh, right on top of Brother Devon in there.
Homicide for the cover. Referee still down.
You can see referee Rudy Charles now getting 1, 2, and there's the pin. LAX win.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winners, the Latin American Exchange.
Now you said LAX wins. I say the Latin American Exchange just stole one thanks to that man, Alex Shelley.
When you put out that anything goes, when you have a brawl like that, anything can happen.
Gonna send it to the back. JB standing by with one of the competitors in Elevation X. JB and the War Machine.
We are off and running tonight here at Destination X, and coming up later tonight, it's the World Heavyweight Championship match, and we want to hear from you. Who do you think will win? Will it be Christian Cage tonight, retaining as World Heavyweight Champion? If you think so, text the word Cage to 25,000. If you think it's Samoa Joe's night to win it all, text the word Joe to 25,000. Absolutely free of charge. And of course, we'll have results later on in the pay-per-view tonight. Later on tonight, it's Elevation X. AJ Styles takes on my guest at this time, the War Machine Rhino. Rhino, I was up there earlier. Elevation X, a very tall structure, a very dangerous structure. And the winner is the man who throws his opponent off that tall structure.
Yeah, I'm going to say something I've never said before in my career. I'm afraid. AJ, you threw out a challenge. I accepted. I'm going to be a man. Usually I end my interviews on saying gore, 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 but not tonight. Tonight I'm going to go into my locker room and I'm going to focus on how to win this match. When you're 2 stories up, mistakes can't happen because gravity plays no favorites.
All right, good luck, Rhino. It's Elevation X later on tonight here on Destination X.
And hello once again, everyone, from ringside. Mike Tenay, joined as always by my broadcast partner, DW Don West. What a way to kick off the Destination X pay-per-view. Latin American Exchange steals one against Team 3D. You know, tonight we're intimidated by the incredible Elevation X structure. We're intrigued by the last rights match. And bottom line, we just can't wait to see Kurt Angle and Scott Steiner turned loose.
And think about this, Mike. We have 2 championship matches tonight. 2 matches where the gold belts are on the line. We're going to start that off with the X Division Gold. Jerry Lynn, the pioneer of the X Division, is going to take on Chris Sabin. And it is going to be the best 2 out of 3 falls in that. And you do not want to miss an opportunity for Jerry Lynn to finally recapture that gold.
That's the key. 2 out of 3 falls, yes, old school with the pioneer Jerry Lynn against Chris Sabin. X Division Gold on the line. We talked about the danger. There's no questioning that. The incredible steel structure known as Elevation X will be on display when AJ Styles faces the War Machine Rhino.
And it's the last rights match. It's the man called Sting and the Monster Abyss, and this one is all about who gets put in the deathbed. You call for it. If you can get your opponent in it, they'll raise it to the ceiling to be reborn.
Arguably the 2 most intense individuals in the professional wrestling business. They're going to be put head-to-head, face-to-face in the 6-sided ring. Scott Steiner, Kurt Angle. We can't wait.
And it is for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. Samoa Joe finally gets a chance to win this gold belt, to win this title, to win this championship. And he's got to take on the champion, Christian Cage, who will not have time coherence, we heard earlier. He's in Japan.
It's been the ultimate goal of Samoa Joe to be NWA World Heavyweight Champion. Tonight he gets the opportunity to realize that ultimate destiny. We'll find out if that's the case later on. Ready for a little double bull rope?
Ladies and gentlemen, Destination X continues with a mixed tag team double bull rope match scheduled for 1 fall. Introducing team number 1 from Leaversburg, Tennessee, the pride of Tennessee, Miss Jackie Moore and Cowboy James Storm.
You will recall that last month and against all odds, James Storm and Jackie Moore, the pride of Tennessee, defeated Petey Williams and Gail Kim thanks to the illegal tactics of that man, James Storm, on Gail Kim. You know, Storm and Jackie Moore, they really feel like they have the advantage in this matchup. The Cowboy, he talked TNA Management's Jim Cornette into this double bull rope match. We're going to hook them up together at Destination X. Quite an impressive team here with the pride of Tennessee, Ms. Jackie Moore, and the Tennessee Cowboy, James Storm. But you could say the same thing for their opponents.
And their opponents first, from Windsor, Ontario, Canada, Petey Williams. His tag team partner from Tampa, Florida, Gail Kim.
You know, these 2 have got to be looking forward to this. It's a chance to where their opponent can't run away. You have to be careful. You have to wonder, can Petey Williams hit that Canadian Destroyer when he's hooked up to the bull rope? And then Gail Kim finally gets a chance to go one-on-one with the pride of Tennessee, Jackie Moore. And they have been looking so forward to this matchup. I thought they'd be afraid that it might be a match that favors the Cowboys, James Storm, but you know what? Gail Kim, Petey Williams want to be hooked up because it means their opponents can't get away from them.
Can't run, can't hide. We're going to hook them up with the double bull rope. You see two referees doing the duty, breaking out the duct tape, breaking out the electrical tape to hook them to the wrist. This is a dangerous match as well, Don, when you factor in the double bull ropes that come into play here and the fact that you can use them as a weapon.
Look at that.
Jump started by the pride of Tennessee, Miss Jackie Moore, on the attack on Gail Kim right before the opening bell.
Well, you could see they were waiting when you could see that Gail Kim, you could see that Petey Williams were intently trying to get them things hooked up, and now look at this. They've turned it around. Double scoop and slam by Gail Kim and Petey Williams. And they know they got a game plan. They go right to the ropes around the neck.
Pretty simple when we break down the rules for you in this double bull rope match. First pin, first submission wins it. And boy, the team of Petey Williams and Gail Kim, you said it best, Don. They've turned this thing around immediately in their favor.
Well, I talked to them. They had a game plan. They said they were not going to be. What a knife edge chop by Gail Kim. And look at that. A meeting right in the middle. And look at this. Petey Williams goes right around, ties him up, and now Gail Kim takes a free shot. Oh, and then when Storm goes after her, Petey Williams pulls him back.
I like that. And against all odds, we saw what James Storm did to Gail Kim. But boy, Petey Williams just took the bull rope and turned it against the Tennessee Cowboy. Where's Storm going?
Oh, and now look at this, though. It's a great move.
That's what we talked about.
Jackie Moore, but wow, Gail Kim just pulled Jackie Moore right back into the bottom. But on the other end, James Storm, and wait a minute, what in the world? He just...
Storm, look out!
Oh, man, he took a shot as Petey Williams came around. Tried to warn him.
I tried to. Took the bell ringer right out of the chair. Gail Kim raking the eyes of James Storm. Look out!
Oh, wow, what a clothesline! Right over the chair and the wheels. Gave the momentum in there. Look at Gail Kim and Petey Williams. They are absolutely in total control.
Clotheslined him right out of the chair. Now check this out.
Look at
Gail Kim's got Jackie Moore and the pride of Tennessee. She's getting tied to the whipping post, ain't she?
Look how quick Gail Kim's cat-like just around the ring post. What a knife edge shot! Oh my God, what another one! I mean, that's like something you hear from the men. Another one by Gail Kim.
I mean, it's a target you can't miss, but she's just laid in those knife-edge chops to the chest of the pride of Tennessee.
The only thing that's probably saving Jackie Moore right there is the extra cushion.
I'm not sure.
Look at that boot right there by Jackie Moore. Did you see her kicking Gail Kim and another boot to the faces? Them two, you know, they fight. I mean, it's just like any other war. But now Petey Williams, James Storm.
Petey just tugged on the ropes, and Storm, his momentum, sent him shoulder first right into that steel ring post.
Oh, look at this. James Storm using the referee right there. Andrew Thomas is caught in the middle, and Storm used it to get a shot.
Trying to wrap the bull rope around the referee. What the hell's going on here?
James Storm now might have needed that. Looks like Jackie Moore able to turn it around for her as she just belted Gail Kim to the side of the head and knocked her down. They're both still, though, tied around that ring post.
Petey shot off into the ropes. I mean, it's tough to do when you're using the bull rope to toss somebody into the ropes. Storm catches him with that elbow right on the point of the chin of Petey Williams.
I mean, everybody just, look at this now. Like he's roping a steer, he's just going right for the legs. Roping it right up and down.
Well, I mean, this was where they thought they had the advantage. When Jim Cornette said double bull rope style, you saw how happy James Storm was to find out, and that's why he knows how to use this bull rope.
Ever since he used the referee to get things turned around. Oh, he's saying his feet are on the ropes. You know what? That's where it cost him. How about that? His own move cost him.
Came back to haunt James Storm. Meanwhile, Gail Kim's just beating the hell out of Jackie Moore to update that situation.
Well, they're still caught around that ring post. They can't get loose, and you could just see the hips and the knee shots and the head shots. Look at it right into the ring post. Gail Kim just took her head and smashed it into the ring post.
I mean, what Gail Kim has effectively done here is just neutralize the pride of Tennessee, Ms. Jackie Moore. Has her wrapped around the post. Jackie Moore trying to fight back now and actually coming back and using the bull rope to whip Gail Kim and then kick her.
Well, I tell you what, when you're that close to each other, and there's nowhere you can run, nowhere you can hide, it can turn around in a heartbeat. And the Pride of Tennessee has turned it around. As you can see, Jackie Moore just nailing her with kicks, but the two of them just go right back at each other.
Meanwhile, back in the ring, Storm doubles over Petey Williams with a well-placed boot right to the gut. Going to try and take him up into the air.
A little Eye of the Storm action
That's
right
exactly
there.
what it is.
Oh,
that's so
man.
dangerous. That is so dangerous when you're hooked onto that bull rope.
I mean, the action has been unbelievable here at Destination X from the start, and now.
Pin.
1, 2, a little nonchalant right there, James Storm. A little nonchalant. Petey Williams has got too much heart to fall for that. And still, Jackie Moore and Gail Kim are tied around that ring post, and you can see how exhausted they are. Oh, what a shot by Jackie. Another shot by Jackie. Wait a minute. The Canadian Destroyer by Storm.
He's going to try and beat Petey Williams with his own patented move. Instead, Petey going to try and elevate him and does. Back body drops him over. Petey just dug down deep and overpowered him. Remember, it's a double bull rope match, but you only need one pin or one submission to win it.
Good point. As you saw Gail Kim there had that bull rope around the forehead of Jackie Moore, and now Petey Williams using that rope like a whip. One shot after another. We saw Jackie doing it earlier. Look at the aggression that Petey Williams is using. He's just going after him like a house on fire.
Oh, yeah. If I can channel David Crockett, I'd say whip him like a dog, and that's exactly what he's doing.
And look at this. Oh, and he catches him again. That's Gail Kim, Jackie Moore still wrapped around that pole, and it's just been a war. I can't even describe to you. They have not stopped slugging each other from the start. It's just been a vicious fight, and oh, Petey Williams has it.
Side Russian leg sweep while he had the bull rope wrapped around the neck of the Tennessee Cowboy. Now we're going to see a Canadian Destroyer.
Oh, and he's got the rope now to pull him in. Normally he just pantomimes it. Now he's actually got the rope to reel him in. And look at this. He's reeling Storm right where he wants him.
Closing the gap just a foot or so away. Spin Storm around.
Oh, wouldn't want to be in that position.
Yanking on that bull rope. Flipped him, turned him over.
Well, that's rope burn, buddy.
Whew. Outside the ring, Gail Kim continues to beat down on Jackie Moore. Inside the six sides, Petey Williams has got this baby turned around.
Oh, wow, what a DDT. Just laid him back on top of his head.
Pin.
1, 2, got it. No.
Damn,
Storm
that was close.
Able to get the shoulder up. I can't believe it.
I thought he had him right there off the DDT. Thought that was a 3 count for sure, but it was just a near fall.
You could see finally they got loose from that pole. As Gail Kim clothesline. Gail Kim on fire. As she has just one shot after another on Jackie Moore.
The elbows following the clotheslines. Gail Kim all over the Pride of Tennessee. Takes her up. Belly to back, dropped her, planted her.
I mean, when you see those two go at it, it's not like watching two girls wrestle. I mean, it's just like watching a couple guys fight. I mean, it really is something.
Now she's got the bull rope wrapped around her neck. Jackie Moore shoots her off into the ropes, and what a mid-ring collision that was. Both of them go down.
That might end up being advantageous to Jackie Moore because Gail Kim was just hitting her with one shot after another. Both of them, though, are just wiped out as Storm misses the kick, and now
bring him in.
Here he's got it again.
Canadian Destroyer coming up.
Oh, what a low blow. Super kick right to the chin.
Pin.
1, 2, no.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winners, the Pride of Tennessee, Miss Jackie Moore and Cowboy James Storm.
You said it best. You saw that cheap shot. You saw that low blow by Ms. Jackie Moore, the Pride of Tennessee. That enabled James Storm, the Tennessee Cowboy, to hit the super kick. And they gain the 1, 2, 3. And Storm and Jackie, they win double bull rope at Destination X. Here you see the post-match celebration. They're the winners. To the back, Leticia standing by with that genetic freak, Scott Steiner.
This is like a big bad booty daddy. Take inventory up there. Assets. What do you think of that, baby?
You know, I don't think about it, but tonight, in just a few moments, you got a match coming up with Kurt Angle. I mean, shouldn't you be worried about that? I mean...
Worried? Kurt Angle should worry about me. See, I've been thinking about Kurt Angle day and night for the last 6 months. See, TNA signed Kurt Angle thinking he was the big star. Well, tonight, the whole world's gonna find out why they call me the genetic freak, the man with the largest arms in the world. See, Kurt Angle will find out that my offense is impeccable, my defense is indefensible, And my love is insatiable. Just ask his wife. His wife knows I'm the man. He's gonna find out I'm the man. That's real. That's damn real.
Scotty, God, I've been looking all over for you, man. Where have you been?
Busy here.
Yeah, that's good. I got business to talk about, man. I need your help tonight, man. I need your help big time. You gotta have my back. You didn't hear the news, did you? Tomko isn't showing up. He's in Japan on business. Can you believe this guy? He's actually trying to get his own life. What's with that? How selfish can you get, huh? How selfish can you get? I started thinking about it, and I realized it doesn't really matter. As long as you're here, you know. He was always the weak link, you know, just kind of holding us back. But you and I, we were always closer anyway, you know. More than friends, more like brothers, you know, like family.
Let me explain something to you. There never was a me and you. There never will be a me and you.
What are you talking about, Scotty?
I'm worried about Kurt Angle. You're on your own.
Scotty! What did I do? What's that look, huh? You think this is over? You think this is over? This isn't over. I'm the champ. I say when it's over. I got an idea, and you're coming with me.
Where are we going? Stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is the crossface chicken wing submission match. Introducing first, from TV land, the Austin Star!
You ready for another return match from last month's Against All Odds pay-per-view? You'll recall just how close that bout was. Both men's shoulders on the mat, Austin Star and Senshi. But just before the referee counted 3, Senshi got his shoulder up. He won it in a photo finish.
Well, you know Austin Star hasn't forgotten it, but there's going to be a little bit of a different stipulation in this match. To win it, you put your opponent in the crossface chicken wing.
And his opponent from Brooklyn, New York, Senshi!
You are correct, Don West. It's a submission match, and the only way that you can be victorious tonight is to make your opponent submit to Bob Backlund's famous submission hold. Yeah, Mr. Backlund, I'm sorry, I'm sure he'd correct me. The crossface chicken wing.
What are you, a plebeian?
I must be. The hell is a plebeian anyway?
I don't know.
Oh, look at Austin Star, even before the opening bell, drilling the Warrior Senshi in the back, and he takes control.
You mentioned Mr. Backlund, but you know what I remember about the last time that they were in that ring when him and Senshi kind of had a moment together where they looked and they bowed to each other. I mean, it was very strange because Mr. Backlund's been going off on everybody, but yet he had this kind of honor and this kind of peace when he was around Senshi.
I saw that. It was almost like a bonding between the two. As Senshi fires Austin Star off into the ropes, but man, what a shoulder block by Star. You know, Mr. Backlund, Bob Backlund, oh, what a drop kick. The multi-time former world's heavyweight champion, another drop kick by Senshi. He lobbied with Jim Cornette as we see that crossface chicken wing. So at least he was starting to apply it here in the early going. I think too early. He didn't have Austin Star worn down sufficiently. Backlund lobbied with Jim Cornette from TNA Management, drop toe hold, and then quickly floats over and going to try and go right to it here again. He wanted to referee this match. Cornette, I guess, met him halfway and said, let's just go submission rules. And let's say that your patented finishing move, that's what they have to use to win it. I just wonder if there's been any behind-the-scenes training between Mr. Backlund and the Warrior Senshi, considering that, as you mentioned, they seem to bond recently on Impact.
Well, one thing about Senshi is he's very adaptable. This is the guy that can beat you in so many ways. We've always talked about his feet, how he can kick you from anywhere in the building. It's unbelievable. You don't see it coming. But yet he's also a guy that's very good in submission holds. He's also a guy that's a high flyer, and he has that wicked double foot stomp, the Warrior's way, that is just one of those moves that if he hits it, he pretty much renders you helpless.
The Warrior's way, it's going to be an important move in this match if he can hit it. Not for the fact that as he sits down, drops down with that twisting corkscrew elbow. Might have been a tribute there to the great Muda, who's in attendance tonight at Destination X.
And what is that about?
You tell me. We saw him on the pre-show. Double chop to the back by Senshi. That Warrior's way could come into play here, but not to lead to a pinfall. He could use that move to wear down Austin Star, but still to win it, gonna have to use the crossface chicken wing.
Well, and you know what? Austin Star is gonna do the same thing with that wicked brain buster that he's got. It's another way where you can render your opponent just to where they're out of it. You hit that neck so hard and that head so hard. You put in the crossface chicken wing there, and you have no other result but to submit. And they're going to do what they can to hit those finishing moves so that they can put him in the crossface chicken wing.
Nice high vertical suplex by Senshi. Brings Austin Starr back inside the 6 sides. A couple of elbow shots in the corner. Austin Starr going to be shot across directly back first into the turnbuckles, and Senshi charged in, and oh man, he just crashed right in the corner. Quick attempt here. I thought Austin Starr was going to go for that crossface chicken wing. He just momentarily put it on, but then decided he needs to wear him down a little bit more. A couple of shots to the back, going to position Senshi up on top, and then he just raped the back. He just took his fingernails and just slid them right down the back of the Warrior.
Oh, you can see that diabolical look right there in the face of the Austin Starr. It's like he's just getting crazier and crazier as the match goes, as he's been able to turn the momentum in his favor. Senshi was dominant early, but now the Austin Starr, oh, what a shot into the shoulder.
Couldn't put it better myself. It's almost a maniacal look that he gets, especially when he turns the matchup around in his favor as he's doing it now. And you see what he's doing? Beautiful suplex takeover and then floats right through off the lights. No, what he's doing here is trying to work on the shoulder of Senshi. Weaken him and then apply that crossface chicken wing.
You can see he's almost trying to get it applied there, but look at Senshi. The key is to keep moving. The key in this match is to not stop to where your opponent can hook that in. You got to keep moving and stay out of arm length, but as much as Senshi's doing that, man, what a slap right there. What a shot by the Austin Starr on the chest of Senshi, but he comes right back with one.
Great crowd tonight at Destination X, enjoying these great stars of, yes, the No Limits X division. They're on display in this Austin Starr-Senshi match. Rake of the eyes there by Austin Starr. Again, you're not going to win a match that way, but it's a great way to take the vision of your opponent away and then weaken him with moves like this one. Look out for the catapult.
Oh, man, and he just catapulted right into that bottom rope. He had it placed perfectly so the neck went right into the bottom rope, and look at Senshi. He's holding that neck, trying to catch his breath. I'm telling you, that's something, if you can't breathe and you can't get oxygen, it's going to be easy to apply that finishing hold.
There it is. Attempt at the crossface chicken wing. Doesn't have it properly set. And before he can, Senshi fights him off first with the elbows. Oh, man, that's a unique T-bone type move. First across the knee with that gut buster. Then takes the back right out, drops him right on his back. You ready for a little pendulum here?
That pendulum elbow, and man, did he hit that wickedly right on the right arm, the right shoulder of Senshi that he's been working on periodically in this match. And now the Austin Starr going up to the top.
High risk. It's what made the X Division famous, and here comes that crazy, that wacky, that out-of-control former world's champ. Here comes Mr. Backlund.
Well, Mr. Backlund, I think, is worried. I think he's been pulling for Senshi, obviously, all along. And it looks like look at all! That's what I'm talking about with Senshi. It looked like he was maybe going to jump high. What does he do? Kind of goes into a somersault, and the footspit hits you in the face.
How about a cartwheel kick that was right on the money? And you can see Bob Backlund to ringside, pounded on the ring apron, and motioning for the crossface chicken wing. I think it's pretty obvious that Mr. Backlund is here to encourage the Warrior Senshi. Look at these knife-edge chops, lighting up the chest of Austin Starr.
Oh, he does. I mean, one right after. Now, look at that. And you can just hear it echo all the way through the impact zone. And now, look at this. He's got him on the ground, and now does he have enough strength? You can see him kind of favoring that shoulder.
I was just going to say that. You could see the way that the arm was hanging down at the side of Senshi, but he just comes out of nowhere with a vicious near clothesline-like move at the same time as a clothesline. He just used his whole hand and fist and drilled him right in the head. Look at these kicks. This is what Senshi's famous for. We talk about those educated feet, and they're on display right there.
And you can see that Senshi changed his game plan. He realized, look, let me just do what I do best. And if I do that, I'm going to have him in the position that I want right now. Senshi is in total control. He can feel it. The crowd can feel it. Look at this. Look at the agility. I mean, it's like watching a kung fu movie. I mean, he's just all over the place.
Just effortlessly springing off the middle rope. Senshi makes eye contact with Backlund. Says he's going to cinch it in, and here comes the crossface chicken wing.
He's wondering, oh, nice recover right there by Austin Starr. Just able to flip him over, but man, Senshi comes up firing firing with those feet.
Pretty simple to see. He hasn't sufficiently weakened Austin Starr, who was able to counter the cross-face chicken wing with the arm drag. But there you see the shortcut, the rake of the eyes. Both thumbs directly into the eyes of Senshi. There it is.
Wow.
Where do you see that one coming? You just don't.
It's like watching the movie The Matrix. I mean, the guy, he's here, he's there. All of a sudden, wham, he's right back in your face. He really is one of those unique X-Division athletes that every time you watch him, you see something you've never seen before.
Back to the offensive. Senshi going to bring Austin Starr back up to his feet, but instead, it's Austin Starr turning it around in his favor. What a great dual move that time, punctuated by taking Senshi and dropping the Warrior on the back of his head.
Oh, he just drilled him on the back of his head, and the Austin Starr can feel it, and he drop kicks him right to the chin, and Senshi just crumples to the ground. And you could see he was trying to hold on, but what a shot. And I still think he's reeling from maybe that concussion he suffered at the back of the head.
Austin Starr really got the speed rolling, got that freight train charging behind the drop kick. They love Destination X. What a great crowd here tonight for this pay-per-view event where Austin Starr is going to try and apply the cross-face chicken wing, and he's going to try and make Senshi tap out right here.
Oh, he's got it, too. Look at it. He's pulling on it. Senshi doing whatever he can. Oh, that's good. Senshi backs into him and then uses that arm and that shoulder and just sends him over the top. What a drop kick.
Full impact, charging drop kick out of the corner after the perfect defense of the cross-face chicken wing by Senshi. Ready for a little Warrior's way?
Oh, this is the way you do it right here. You hit this double foot stomp. Wait a minute. The referee gets pushed into the ropes and Senshi goes flying down, catches the rope again on his under chin. Oh, and you can see the Austin Starr act. Oh, here he goes. Oh, suicide dive right into the rail on Senshi. Wow.
The impact that Austin Starr just hit Senshi with that tope suicida, the suicide dive that was right on target. Eye contact made, Austin Starr and Mr. Backlund, and you know, Austin Starr and Mr. Backlund, they haven't gotten along for months.
Oh no, in fact, it's just been one of those personal things. Oh, look at that, and he just comes flying over the rope and corkscrews right on top of Senshi, and man, these guys are putting on a display.
You're right. Slingshot in, twisting corkscrew splash. It's not going to get him a 3 count because that's not how you win it. But it is weakening Senshi to the point where Starr is just measuring him. He's waiting. Oh, I thought no. Instead, I think this is the brainbuster that you called for earlier.
He's going to try to end it right here. He hits this. Oh, Senshi knows it. And look at Senshi. He's got him in the crossface chicken wing right there. But look at the Austin Starr able to turn it back around.
Great reversal out of the standing switch. Series of elbow shots by Senshi. Momentarily stops Starr, who fights back. Look at the open hand palm thrust here in the corner.
The speed.
Rapid fire shots.
Oh God. Man, he committed too early. He committed too early, and the Austin Starr was able to do it, and now he's got it. He's got him applied. He's got it around the... Oh, no, he's got him underneath the chin right there, pulling hard.
I mean, that leg scissors really helped. I don't think referee Slick Johnson sees that the feet of Senshi are underneath the ropes. That should be a break, Slick.
There he goes. He's got it on the rope right there, and he does.
I think Mr. Backlund actually pointed it out to the referee. Starr thinks he won the match. Starr thinks that Senshi tapped, but that's not the case, Austin.
No, Slick Johnson, well, you know what? I don't care how he finds out the information, as long as the information gets relayed. And you can see Bob Backlund right now. He's mad. He's screaming. He's yelling up at Austin Starr. All that's doing is allowing Senshi to get back in this. And now he's got it applied.
There it is.
Look at this. He's got it.
Look at the ring positioning. Dead center in the middle. And he just got it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Senshi.
Listen to this crowd. Oh, Senshi took advantage of it. You got to give a little credit to Bob Backlund. You got to give a little credit. Able to aware the referee about the foot of the rope. And then when Senshi saw the door open, he took it. And what a beautiful cross-face chicken wing it was.
I don't want to take away from the win, and I don't want to take away from a hell of a match, but you're right. That momentary distraction by that wacky Mr. Backlund comes into play. Senshi gets his hand raised in victory as the winner of the submission match. That's the X Division at its best. Damn, that was good.
Man, that was fantastic. It's like every match is a can you top this? And I'm telling you, Senshi, you need to be proud of the crowd. What respect the crowd showed. Senshi, I mean, what a warrior he always is. And when he got it in, you mentioned it, he had Austin Starr right in the middle of the ring. Nowhere for him to go. It was a matter of seconds.
Mr. Backlund has to love this. The former multi-time world champion seeing his famous submission move as the centerpiece to the match at Destination X. And we talked about that bond, that mutual respect. That we, God.
Oh, he's trying to shake the hand. He was proud of that. And now look at this. Oh, no. Austin Starr's got Bob Backlund in it. He's got Mr. Backlund in this own move.
I mean, for weeks and for months, we've seen Bob Backlund put the cross-faced chicken wing on Austin Starr, take him right out of the building. And this time it's turnabout fair play with Austin Starr taking down Mr. Backlund.
Oh, Austin Starr snapped, and he saw an opportunity to get some kind of revenge, to take something out of this match. Look at that maniacal look in his face. Look at his eyes. I mean, he's just gone crazy.
He's nuts. He's out there. Bottom line, though, at Destination X, it's Senshi who gets the W in spite of what Austin Starr thinks and in spite of what Austin Starr did to Mr. Backlund. Send it to the back, JB and AJ Styles.
Get out of my face.
The polls are still open now. Who do you think will win the World Heavyweight Championship match tonight? Will it be Christian Cage retaining? If you think so, text CAGE to 25,000. If you think this is Samoa Joe's night to win it all, text the word Joe to 25,000. As you can see, the results are coming in, and the polls will be open until the match tonight. Now, also coming up, it's Elevation X. We heard from the War Machine Rhino earlier in the broadcast. Very interesting tone from Rhino. Now let's hear from his opponent, the phenomenal one AJ Styles. High above on Elevation X tonight. It's your match. It's your concept.
You better believe it's my match. And how about Rhino, the big back wolf? He ain't so scary, is he? That's right, because he's out of his element, just like he said. And you're responsible for that, Rhino, because you stuck your nose in my business a few months ago. And what'd that get you? Beat down like a dog. And your ego just couldn't comprehend how much better I was than you. So what happens? I hold an open invitation for the Elevation X. And who sticks his nose in my business again? Rhino. So it's his ego that's got him out of his element. So it's like this, Rhino. After I beat you down and embarrass you, I've got one more surprise for you. But it's not like you can go left. It's not like you can go right. You can't even go up. There's only one way to go, big boy, and that's straight down.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, the woman with a mystery tag team, Christy Hemme.
She's been so outspoken that there's a place in professional wrestling, that there's a place in TNA for the women to, yes, be a part of the live in-ring action. And she promised a mystery team, but at this point, it's Christy Hemme flying solo.
I have no idea who on earth.
Please welcome.
911 operator, what's your emergency?
Ladies and gentlemen, the opponents, BG James, Kip James, the Voodoo Kid Mafia.
I'm not think that BG and Kip really wanted to wait and hear what Christy Hemme had to say. She got, what was it, one or two words out? Bam! The ring entrance music of the Voodoo King Mafia with the interruption. And this is going to be interesting. Well, for months we've seen BG and Kip, especially Kip, and the problems that they've had with Christy Hemme.
And you're right, it's been all about embarrassing Christy Hemme with especially Kip James, but they weren't even going to let her get the upper hand here. Not even going to let her introduce her mystery tag team.
So, here we are again. Here we are again. Something I've been meaning to ask you. How's that strip club thing been working out for you? You know what, Christy? I give you one thing. You sure are relentless. You know what? You're like that pimple on my ass that just won't go away.
Wow.
Hold on, let me show it to you.
That's a little too much information.
It's there.
All right. So, I hear you've got some tag team. Well, I don't know what kind of men would work for a woman. But here in my world, planet Earth, the woman works for the man. You see, I like my women in the kitchen, in the bathroom.
We've heard this before.
What in the world?
In the yard, and especially in the bedroom.
Didn't see that one coming.
You see, but my woman even takes care of my pets. You see, if you don't mind, I'd love to introduce you to my pet. You see, his name is B-I-N-G-O.
So typical, my gosh. God, Kip, you're original. I mean, I've only heard this time after time. I'm so bored of you. Kip, you disgust me. Ugh. You're a pig, both of you. You guys act like little boys. You're not even real men. It's time for you to get the punishment that you deserve. Please welcome Antonio and Romeo, the Heartbreakers.
Wow, the Heartbreakers, the mystery team here at Destination X to take on VKM. Here comes Antonio, Thomas, Romeo Roselli. Here come the Heartbreakers representing Christy Hemme.
Well, she went out there and decided to try to do it the same way. Well, you heard it right there.
The Heartbreakers have arrived in TNA.
That's some heavy bling bling right there.
Take a shot at that. Put it on, DW. Oh, yeah. You look great.
Hey, why not, man? Holy cow. Antonio Thomas, Romeo Roselli, and she decided to compete on their level. She knows she can't take them on woman to man, but you know what? She's going to go out and get her own team. That way she can watch them do the things to VKM that she'd like to do herself.
I mean, think about it. There is an advantage in this match that goes with the Heartbreakers. I think the fans around ringside quite too thrilled with Romeo and Antonio, at least by the look on her face. Think about this. They knew in advance that they were going to face BG and Kip, the Voodoo Kin Mafia. VKM had no idea who their opponents were going to be.
But think about this, though, with VKM. If you talk about a team that has the experience to adapt at anything and everything thrown at you, it's BG James and Kip James. I mean, these guys have been together a long, long time.
Heartbreakers. Antonio hooks it up with BG James in this tag team matchup at Destination X. BG just going to try and go back to the power and strength game here. Try and overpower the Heartbreakers. Heartbreakers going to try and use maybe a little bit of science here into the hammerlock. Back to the wrestling basics. Left himself wide open for that elbow, though.
Antonio Thomas just took an elbow shot right to the nose. And you can see BG James just go, oh! But nice move goes underneath the legs, but BG turns right around with the jabs.
Trademark moves. Series of those left-handed jabs right on the chin. Big right hand at the top of the head. Here comes the BG freight train.
Oh! Spins it around and lands right on the back of the head right there. And in the low boot right to the face by BG James, and now he's going for the pin.
Barely got a 1 count that time with the pin attempt. Christy Hemme brings the Heartbreakers to Destination X as her mystery tag team. And here comes Kip James, the so outspoken male chauvinist pig, I think at that point. You think it could be maybe the oil? Is it on the hands or arms there that enabled him to slip away?
Well, they're pretty oily.
Pretty oiled
up.
You
can see that right there. They're pretty oily.
Now, was that Romeo or Antonio that handed you the bling?
That was Antonio that handed me the bling.
Okay.
I hope that doesn't mean anything.
I'm not sure what it says. I'll let you guys work on that yourself. Nice go behind, if you'll pardon the expression. Big shot to the back, clubbing blow. Drops Kip James. Quick turnaround here. Kip James takes him, drives him face first right into that top turnbuckle. Float over attempt. The old head scissors.
Oh,
yes, sir.
He spins it right around, though, Kip James, but Kip James comes right back up to his feet, posturing a little bit. Whoa, Romeo able to jump over the top of him.
Back elbow missed. Kip turns it around, shoots him off into the ropes. Oh, man. Caught him with that drop toe hold as he came off the ropes, and then the deep arm drag. Standing
nice drop kick. One right after another there is, I mean, so far, Antonio Thomas and Romeo Roselli are not faring well, and it's not going well for Christy Hemme.
Now this may be their opportunity to turn it around. Romeo with the kick, that left boot right into the gut.
Another one right there.
Just doubled over Kip James. Gonna try to go back to the basics. Went for the side headlock and tried to take him over with the side headlock, and Kip said no thank you.
Well, Kip James is a big boy right there, and you can see he just used that strength, and he held those legs in place. And whoa, and now Christy Hemme goes in there to grab the boot. And that gives Romeo a chance to come around and hit him from behind and smack him in the back of the head.
That's an attention grabber is what that is. And then Christy.
This is for you, he yells.
Just putting the bad mouth on Kip James. And I mean, as much as Kip James has, oh man, been anti-Christy Hemme and anti-women in professional wrestling as of late, you almost can't blame Christy for putting the bad mouth.
Well, Antonio Thomas went right past Kip James, right into the right of B.G. James, and B.G. takes him outside of the ring and just wicks him with a wicked shot. And then another right by B.G. James, and you can see, Antonio Thomas trying to bull rush him, and he does, into the ring apron.
Action outside as well as inside the ring. Heartbreakers trying to fight back. Trying to get some offense in here against VKM. Look at this.
Oh man, and he missed. B.G. James gets out of the way. Antonio Thomas trying to come in to help him.
Look at the low blow by Christy Hemme on Kip. Didn't seem to have much effect.
No.
Matter of fact, she hurt her arm.
Man, no, wait a minute. What in the world? That's what happened.
What do you mean that's what happened?
When she went for the low blow, he had the cup in there, and now he's putting it over her face. Just humiliated her every chance he had.
Oh, here's big Lance Hoyt. And, of course, Lance has been associated with VKM for the better part of the past month or so. Little spank on the butt of Christy Hemme.
And Lance Hoyt, I think, is going to take her out of there to keep her from interfering.
That's a heck of a view. I mean,
nice camera work.
Right by the broadcast table, there's a close-up view.
Yeah.
Looks like Christy Hemme's being taken right out of the building here by Lance Hoyt. Double team move by the Heartbreakers. Face first. What a face plant on Kip.
Well, that gave him the opportunity. Christy Hemme, even though she sacrificed herself, even though Lance Hoyt came in and pulled her out, that gave Antonio Thomas and Romeo Roselli a chance to get in behind, again, pardon the expression, and take advantage of Kip James.
Well, Heartbreakers have it in their favor for the first time in a long time. Trying to rearrange the facial features of one Kip James. Heartbreakers can sense it here that they finally got a little bit of momentum and a little confidence on their side.
Well, that's all it takes sometimes, just to have a little luck. Something to turn things around when somebody's distracted, and you can kind of ring their bell a little bit. And look at this. I mean, now they're just doing really good double team right here. Everything, they're working together, they're in sync, and that's what they're going to have to do to beat somebody with the experience of Kip James.
Going to take him again.
Oh, man.
Double whip where they take Kip James and send him back first right into the corner. Pin attempt, far leg hooked, and barely got a 2 count that time before Kip powers out.
No, he wasn't even going to let him think it was close right there, but look at that. Romeo Roselli goes right for the chokehold. And you see Kip James has found himself in behind the ropes, and Antonio Thomas takes advantage of it and pulling down while the referee's distracted.
Yeah, BG thought he was helping Kip. Tried to get back in the battle. All he was doing was just hurting matters worse for VKM.
1,
Pin.
2.
Again, you see the way Kip just overpowered him there?
Well, he's just got so much strength, but again, you can see the confidence growing in the Heartbreakers. You can see the confidence growing the longer this match goes. They're obviously in good shape. They're obviously better prepared, I think, if this match goes longer.
Fans here firmly showing their support for VKM. You heard them cheering for Kip, repeated chance. He gets back up to the vertical base. Going to try and take that elbow shot, and does. Series of them right into the gut. And a big clubbing blow from behind turns it right back around. Just when Kip starts to get it rolling, they cut him off.
See Romeo looking around, I think, for B.G. James. B.G. on the other, a little bit farther over right there now. Romeo Roselli comes in, but it took too long. And Kip James able to get the boot right up into the face. And he's wobbling, but he comes right back and takes another shot at Kip James.
Tag going to try and make it to BG, get the fresh man of VKM in. Just when it looks like he's going to get the tag in, they take BG and pull him right off the apron and drag Kip right back out to the middle.
Well, great move there by Romeo Roselli. He landed on his feet, and BG James was looking the other way, so he made sure he took him out of play. You got to give him credit. Now look at this, the double team move. Antonio Thomas behind.
Oh! Well, Kip just moved out of the way in the nick of time.
Boy, he did, and I mean, what, he just landed on his spine, and now he's got Romeo Roselli down as he was able, but you can still see that Kip James is wiped out, and he's a long way from tagging BG James.
2 heartbreakers down. BG, if he can get the tag, VKM can take advantage of this situation, but Kip's, like you mentioned, got a long way to go to get to the corner.
I think he just now spotted where BG James is as he's trying to make his way over there, but Romeo Roselli has the ankle of Kip James, and he's holding on to it for dear life. Oh, but the length and the size.
And the dive and the tag. And
Yeah,
BG
right.
unloads with right hand after right hand. Heartbreakers on the defensive. BG, oh, nice back body drop. Great elevation that time with the move.
And now BG James, he's the fresh man, and now he just throws Antonio Thomas in the turnbuckles, but Antonio Thomas still finds himself getting on top, but BG's right there. And throws, oh, what a shot as he throws Antonio Thomas right into Romeo Roselli.
Launched his partner right on top of it.
2.
Pin, no, 2 count only, broken up from behind.
Oh, what a shot. What a wicked shot by Kip James.
Broken down now with all 4 men in the battle. BG in the ring. There's that great boot to the middle, ready for a little pump handle.
Oh, he's got him right there, and oh, sets it up and drives him down. BG James, 1, 2, done.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winners, the Voodoo Kid Mafia!
Well, Christy Hemme brings a mystery team to Destination X in the form of the Heartbreakers, but they don't get the job done for Christy Hemme. Kip, BG, Big Lance Hoyt from Dallas, Texas, in for a little post-match celebration, along with his boys VKM. Voodoo Kid Mafia get the W.
Well, there's just no substitute for experience, and there's just no doubt that BG James and Kip James have so much working together, and it's going to be awful tough to find a mystery team that can come in there and work on a team that's just so cohesive together like VKM.
Is that a riding crop that Christy Hemme has in her hands?
It sure is. And this doesn't look like the normal situation that Romeo Roselli would like to have the riding crop in her hand, if you know what I mean.
I'm not sure if I do. Kip seems to be enjoying this.
Oh, she's mad. Man, they did not get the job done. I mean, they gave a good effort. They made a nice comeback, and look at the grin.
I am woman, hear me roar.
Boy.
Check this out. Not happy with the loss by her mystery team, the Heartbreakers. On that note, we're going to send it to the back. And Letitia, take it.
I talked to him last week. No, seriously, he's a good guy. Hey. Hey, Abyss, what's going on? How you doing, big fella? I just wanted to come and have another talk with you after last week's conversation. I thought we got along great. You know, we had a little witty banter going back and forth. We told some jokes, had a good time. You know, it was good times. But what's going on? Me? You know, same old stuff. You know, paparazzi, politicians calling me, asking me for advice. The usual. We're not here to talk about me today. We're here to talk about you. And you know, last week in the conversation when I mentioned family, Abyss, I meant what I said. I meant what I said about family. I meant it from the bottom of my heart. I meant it from the cockles of my heart. Yeah, maybe even the subcockle region. And to show you what I mean, I even brought you a little present. Look, to replace the picture that you had of Jim Mitchell. It's a picture of me, a picture of the champ. Look at that, to Abyss, my dear, dear friend from the Instant Classic. Never pinned, never submitted, never beaten. If you don't know, now you know. Christian Cage, etc., etc., etc. There you go. I'll just leave it right here. You can look at it later. Look at it whenever you want. No, it's good. But I should tell you how it works with families. You know, it's like if I do something for you, you really should do something for me. Yeah. No, I'm serious. And I mean, with the picture, not only did I give you that, but your secret. No, I never told anybody about your secret. I never told anybody. So I was figuring that, you know, when you're done taking care of Sting tonight. Yeah, I know you're gonna do it. Don't worry. I know. When you're done taking care of Sting tonight, maybe you can help me with Samoa Joe. And I don't want to start nothing, but I did hear him say that if he finds you before Sting does, there's gonna be some serious trouble. That's what he said. I'm just saying. I'm just saying that's what he said. I didn't. Are you serious? Shake and bake. Yes, I did it. Let's go.
Jerry Lynn, the pioneer of the X Division. A seasoned veteran who ignores the earthly boundaries of both time and gravity.
Jerry Lynn on fire in anticipation of the X Division Championship match.
He just has so many different ways of beating you.
And you talk about the experience factor.
Chris Sabin, the X Division champion.
Chris Sabin already at age 24, a four-time X Division champion.
Cocky, egotistical, arrogant.
What a cocky SOB.
Oh, he's just so happy with himself, isn't he?
He possesses the ability to back up his words and attitude with action.
He has so much ability, so much God-given ability.
This is what the X Division is all about. X Division Championship hangs in the balance.
These two men are on a collision course to settle a debt that goes well beyond the six-sided ring.
This guy will go to any lengths to get inside the head of Jerry Lynn.
Age and experience.
Jerry Lynn, I believe, his experience is a huge edge.
Versus immature vanity.
Well, but there's no substitute for youth.
2-decade age difference between them. 43-year-old Jerry Lynn, the challenger. 24-year-old Chris Sabin, the champion.
At Destination X, Jerry Lynn fights for tradition and the pride of the X Division. Chris Sabin fights for himself.
It's youth versus experience as Jerry Lynn challenges Chris Sabin for the X Division Championship in a 2-out-of-3 falls match.
It's the first of 2 title matches tonight, and it's only appropriate that at Destination X, that the X Division gold be on the line and be defended. Jerry Lynn, Chris Sabin, let's break it down with the X Factors in this title matchup. It was recently on Impact when 43-year-old Jerry Lynn earned the title shot, winning a 5-way X Division ladder match. The reigning champ, Chris Sabin at 24, loves to mock the challenger about the near 20-year age difference between the two. We're in that classic wrestling environment, 2 out of 3 falls. Who will have the edge? Jerry Lynn, he's been there, or will it be Chris Sabin, who has youth on his side? It's time to find out tonight at Destination X.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for 2 out of 3 falls and is for the X Division Championship. Introducing first the challenger from Minneapolis, Minnesota, Jerry Lynn.
Mike, when you think of Jerry Lynn, you think of X Division. But think about how long it's been since he's actually worn X Division gold.
5 years ago, 2002.
And his opponent is from Hell, Michigan. He is the defending X Division champion, Chris Sabin.
He's cocky. You can't deny it. But he's so good. He's got so much potential. It's just that lack of respect that he shows for the people that have been there and done that.
See that sign in the crowd? It said Chris Sabin. I think it said heavy on talent, light on respect. I couldn't put it better.
No, this is going to be one of those where if you steal one, that's a good thing, but it doesn't necessarily mean you win the match. It's going to be best 2 out of 3 falls. And this is where I don't know whether it's you, the longer it goes, could it be advantage Chris Sabin, or the experience of a Jerry Lynn, somebody that's been in so many of these kinds of matches, maybe he'll know how to pace himself a little bit better.
I had to point that out in the X Factor. I thought that really was the intriguing aspect of this match. Is it the fresh legs, the youth, as you mentioned, of that man, Chris Sabin? Of course, he has the edge as the defending champ. But when it's a 2 out of 3 fall matchup, does the advantage swing back to the man who's been there before under these conditions? We're talking about Jerry Lynn. And Jerry Lynn is just no normal 43-year-old when you're talking about the professional wrestling business. And the condition that he keeps himself in, I mean, I'm almost of the feeling that the longer this goes, while you would think advantage Sabin, I'm not quite so sure. It might be advantage Jerry Lynn.
I mean, this guy has been working. He's been working the road. He's been working the independent circuits. He's been going anywhere, everywhere to get better. And I'm talking about Jerry Lynn. I'm talking about a guy that has put himself in a rigorous training program. And look at it. I mean, you can see it. You can see it out there. And I mean, here's somebody that you know what? It's not how old you are, it's how old you feel. And he feels like he's 30 again. He feels like he's back in the X Division in 2002 when he was the champ and when he dominated in the X Division for so long. And think about that. You put in the lack of respect that Chris Sabin has showed him time and time and time and time again. And let me tell you something. A man like Jerry Lynn, he doesn't forget anything. He just bottles that in and bottles that in, and you know he lays awake at night and decides what he's going to do in the ring when he gets that chance. And not only with this does he get a chance to take it out on Chris Sabin, he can win the X Division Championship at the same time.
I think the last thing that we need to worry about when it comes to the challenger, Jerry Lynn, is ring rust. Incredible condition as you see here. Nice high hip toss takeover. Deep arm drag. Standing drop kick. Series of offensive moves has Sabin bailing out of the ring.
Oh, and that's exactly what Jerry Lynn wanted to do. I think he wanted to send a message right off the top. And here he comes right out after him. He's going to take the fight to him. Now he's got to be careful. Don't fall in any traps that Chris Sabin might be setting. But I think Jerry Lynn just wants to let him know that, hey, there's nowhere you can run that I'm not going to come after you.
Wow, the veteran that time got outfoxed, got outsmarted by the kid, Chris Sabin. You talked about sending a message. Just think of the numbers in a 2 out of 3 fall match. The best way that you can send a message is by grabbing that first fall. The competitor, the wrestler that wins fall number 1, well, you're right there. You're in sudden victory position. So important to win fall number 1 and take control of the matchup.
Chris Sabin right now, and you can see, I think Jerry Lynn realizes that maybe he came out a little too fast. Came out a little too furious, wanted to slow it down, but whoa! Now he just set him up, and then unbelievable! And looked like he was 22 again as he hit him at Hurricane. Look at the backbreaker right there by Jerry Lynn. 2-0.
You talked about slowing it down. As soon as you said that, he just cranked it up to about 90 miles an hour, had that tilt-a-whirl backbreaker as the move that led to the pinfall attempt, but no, not able to gain the 3 count, but a good near fall nonetheless from the challenger. Right back to the arm drag now, just neutralizing the champ, Jerry Lynn, in control.
You can see Jerry Lynn. I think what he was doing was he was trying to lull Chris Sabin in that situation, and he did. He lulled Chris Sabin in that situation, and then he snapped it off, and that's the experience that we talk about. Jerry Lynn, I mentioned it. I've asked him about it. He told me, thought about nothing but.
Lynn fired off into the ropes, able to put the shoulder right into Sabin, drops him, decks him with the move. Oh,
what a
man.
knee. I mean, turned him inside out with that, Mike.
That was a gut check right in the gut. Knee right into the midsection of Jerry Lynn. Stops the momentum that he had, and then Sabin caught him out of camera frame that time with a kick that takes Lynn out to the arena floor.
Just drop kicks him right outside of the ring.
It's like Chris Sabin is being distracted here by the crowd at Destination X. That's the last thing that the champion needs to worry about. When you're facing someone with the experience and ability of Jerry Lynn, the last thing you have to have is rabbit ears, and that's what Sabin just had, but you got to give him his props right back. Came charging off the apron with that knee.
You know, some athletes, I think of Johnny McEnroe that comes to mind, use that anger to better themselves.
Fuel themselves.
He fueled himself. He let the crowd, they were getting on him. You mentioned the rabbit ear, but you saw what he did. He turned it around and started it right in.
Boot right into the face of the challenger. And just as soon as Jerry Lynn tries to get into the battle, he's cut right off. Here comes Sabin. Went for the baseball slide. Lynn caught him in mid-move. Oh, wow, man.
Right
Sabin.
on top of the rail.
Right into the guardrail.
Unbelievable shot right there. Right on top of the guardrail. And look at Sabin holding that chin. He felt that, and there's no give. I mean, it's so much different than hitting the ring rope. I mean, you hit that guardrail, you're hitting steel. And Jerry Lynn realizes it.
Unforgiving steel. Oh, man, what a move that time by Sabin. Taking Lynn, putting all of his pressure and force, driving him back first, right across, and right into the side of the ring. Slingshot in.
What an elbow.
Drops it. 1, 2. Nope. Referee Hebner down to the 2 count.
I like what Jerry Lynn did right there. He sent a message. He didn't want that count to get too close because sometimes the referee might miss it, or that might go a little quick on the 3rd count. Jerry Lynn got that shoulder up quick. No pin.
I think this crowd's been on fire tonight.
Well, they've been
from the
fired up.
opening match, from the Ghetto Brawl, LAX in 3D, that sort of went a little interactive in the crowd. They've been rocking Destination X.
And you can hear them, and they know it, and they're just screaming and getting fired up. But it's just that kind of an atmosphere tonight. Everybody is picking sides. Everybody's getting involved. And you can see right now Chris Sabin, goes after him, but Jerry Lynn able to get the feet up. Then Jerry Lynn, and he hits the DDT. What a shot! Here it goes.
Pin.
1, 2, got it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jerry Lynn wins fall number 1.
Tornado DDT out of the corner. Gets the challenger on the board first. We talked about how important getting the win in fall number 1 was, and Jerry Lynn just did it.
And now Jerry Lynn, look at that. Just kind of rubbing it in his face. If you're going, I guess he's going back to the old. Look at that, just trying to get in under the skin of Chris Sabin. The crowd's eating it up. The crowd's loving it. Chris Sabin's got to be embarrassed. He's being humble. He's being humiliated. And the crowd getting behind Jerry Lynn. But Chris Sabin just
loving every minute of it with Jerry Lynn capturing fall number 1. And
look at Jerry Lynn. I mean, the guy's just doing stuff out of nowhere, Mike. And there he just sends him, clotheslines him over the rail into the crowd.
Let's get interactive one more time. Clothesline, you're right. Sabin vaulted over the steel guardrail. Jerry Lynn, one fall away. Look out!
No way! No way! He does it over the rail, into the wall, but I think Jerry Lynn might have took a tough shot on that himself.
What a move by Jerry Lynn! We gotta take another look at this. We gotta show it again. Look at this springboard.
He just went right over the top of the rail, but he might have went too far, Mike. It looks like Jerry caught the wall himself. That's what happens when you go high risk sometimes.
20-year age difference?
Wow.
It doesn't matter. 43, my ass. Look at Jerry Lynn.
I mean, Jerry Lynn feels it. Jerry Lynn knows it. Jerry Lynn's so close. But he took too long. He took way too long. And Chris Sabin with that young speed, able to come in, and then he just spins the kick right on top of the head.
Oh, man, did he catch him unaware that time.
That's not what Jerry Lynn needed. He had all the momentum. Everything going his way, the crowd behind him, and the crowd screaming how awesome it is. But now Chris Sabin found an opening, and look at this.
Roll
wait
through.
there, it's got it.
Hit it.
1, 2, he got it.
Just that close, on the verge of victory, and then he, out of nowhere, he caught him with that kick, right into the gut. Spins him around, drops him on his head. Pin, 2. No, I thought he was going to even it up, but no, it's still Jerry Lynn. Just a 3 count, just a submission away, from becoming X Division champion again. A title that he hasn't held, as Don mentioned earlier, in 5 years, since 2002.
The crowd, though, realizes that Jerry Lynn may have dodged a major bullet. Chris Sabin still looking for that first fall. Still looking to tie this back up, get into this match. And look at him try to wear down Jerry Lynn. Just choking the neck, and you can see Jerry Lynn's tiring out. Maybe we were wrong. Maybe it is the youth right now, as Chris Sabin seems to be getting stronger and stronger. And look at the pacing that Chris Sabin's doing right now. He knows he's taking a beating, but he slowed it down, I think, to kind of catch his breath, but Jerry Lynn fights out of it.
Here comes Lynn off the ropes. Crossbody block. Pin, 2, no.
What a kick. Just took the legs right out from under him. Chris Sabin just drop kicked, and both feet hit both legs. And I'll tell you something, that's hard to do. It takes incredible accuracy, and he hit it.
Lynn gets to his feet. Here comes the champ. Sabin charges. Lynn able to move out of the way. Sunset flip.
He's got it. 1, 2, it's over. No.
2 times Jerry Lynn on the verge of victory. 2 great near falls. He's just a 3 count away from getting back that X Division title. Boy, Sabin's got the mountain to climb here. Sabin's got to win 2 falls in a row to keep the gold.
And Jerry Lynn,
Powerbomb.
Wait a minute. He's got his feet on the ropes. He's got his feet on the ropes, and referee Hebner didn't see it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Sabin wins fall number 2.
I don't think we should be surprised that Chris Sabin would take a shortcut like that. You're right, the vision of referee Hebner when he dropped down to make the 3 count, he never saw that the legs of Sabin were positioned on the ropes. Who goes right back for the pin again to try and win the 3rd fall and keep the title, and another 2 count. We're going to try and, if we can here.
1, 2. Oh, look, Jerry Lynn just every time a last-ditch effort getting that shoulder up. I'm still mad about the feet being on the ropes and not being seen.
Going to take a quick look here, if we can. We got to keep our eyes on the action. Going to try and see what brought us to this point in the match. Jerry Lynn wearing him down, and Jerry Lynn hitting the DDT. That was fall number 1.
Oh, and he was in total control at this point. But then right here, you can see where it went bad, and look at that, Saban puts the one leg up, the other leg on the rope.
And we are back live at Destination X. Yes, tied up. 1 fall apiece. The X Division title goes to the winner of the next fall. Saban's got, oh man, Lynn, and just takes him right across the side and drops him down across the knee with the backbreaker.
Oh, he's feeling it right now. He's cocky. He's feeling good. He realizes that he's got the momentum right here. And oh man, he could have went right. Oh, and he went, oh, took too much time. Jerry Lynn gets out of the way. Gets out of the way again.
Fist drop, missed twice. Lynn moves out of the way. Saban catches nothing but turnbuckle. Jerry drops him. Pair of shoulder blocks. Oh, went right airborne with the clothesline.
Oh, and you can see Jerry Lynn getting fired up. Chris Saban trying to ward him off. Chris Saban goes for just, oh, but he slips loose. Trying to roll him up. Wait a minute, he's got it. Oh, Chris Saban uses his strength to get out of that.
Lynn was close that time to getting the 3 count.
Look
There's
at
the
this.
suplex right into the
1,
bridge.
2. Oh, again, Saban able to get out of it. Jerry Lynn was so close to having that belt.
We are tied at 1 fall apiece. The gold goes to the winner of this 3rd and deciding fall. Both Lynn, the challenger, Saban, the champion, they're down in the middle of the ring. The crowd really getting behind Jerry Lynn in this matchup, urging the 43-year-old pioneer of the X Division on. Oh man, Saban dropped him face first across that top turnbuckle. Here comes the champ.
Oh, he just that face washes that boot. I mean, just takes it so up that high kick. Right across the face, and he's got Jerry Lynn where he wants him. Gonna get him in the cradle shock here. Sends him around and hits it.
His patented finisher.
1, 2. Oh! Jerry Lynn reached down and found something most people can't, and Chris Saban can't believe it.
You just wouldn't think that in a 3rd fall situation, when Saban would hit the cradle shock, that when Lynn would have the power left, that he would have the fuel left in the tank to kick out. But damn, he did. What a great move.
Some unbelievable effort by Jerry Lynn, but you wonder what he's got left. And now Chris Saban showing that he's going to go and finish it. Going to do Jerry Lynn's own cradle power driver.
That's it.
But he fights out, and now Jerry Lynn has him and hits it.
Desperation move by the challenger, and Lynn at this point I don't think quite aware of his ring positioning and how close he is. He could have gotten the pin. Slow, however, to respond and slow to make the cover, but Jerry's back up to his feet.
Well, he's taken so many times where he's had to get, wait a minute.
What
in the world?
Somebody in a Sting mask just ran right by the broadcast table and hopped up on the apron.
That's ridiculous.
Cradle shock. Here comes the cradle shock.
He's got it. Oh, he hits it this time. There's no way he can fight it off again. No way he can fight it off again.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the 3rd fall, the match, is still X Division champion, Chris Saban.
He keeps the gold. He keeps the title.
He hit the low blow, then he hit the cradle shot. Jerry Lynn didn't stand a chance, and now look at this, the masked man in the ring looking at both of them, and this has just gotten bizarre. He looks familiar.
Sure does.
Oh, well, right here, I'll tell you that.
I think we all know who just hit the Angel's wings, and he's soon to reveal the fallen angel, Christopher Daniels. Last seen in terms of in-ring action at our Final Resolution pay-per-view back in January. You remember he realized his career was at a crossroads. We heard from him recently on Impact. Oh my God, he just laid out Jerry Lynn.
I mean, this guy just came in and turned on everybody. You're right. He's trying to find himself, trying to develop this persona, and I don't know what it is he's become, but he just came in there and
he's a changed man, I'll say that. Boy, is he ever. The look on the face, left, right, the look on the face of Daniels, it's almost like he's emotionless. I mean, Don, we've known this guy for years. I've never seen Daniels like this before.
No, you're right. I mean, it's like his eyes are dead. I mean, he's just staring into nothingness.
We're going to send it to the back at Destination X. I believe it's JB and Jim Cornette. Daniels is back.
JB, Jeremy Borash here in Jim Cornette's office. What a historic night tonight here at Destination X. Jim, you could say it's a night of firsts.
Well, you know, that's because TNA are the innovators in professional wrestling. All kinds of new things coming from TNA, like tonight, Elevation X, the Last Rites match, and it's not going to stop there because this Thursday night on Impact, I've got a major announcement about the future Lockdown pay-per-view and the next innovation to come from TNA. It is going to be spectacular. Thursday night on... Not now, Christy!
VKM may have gotten one over on me, Mr. Cornette, but they have not seen the last of me. Now, I have a few surprises up my sleeve.
I've heard that.
And neither of you have seen any of them.
Well, I don't know about that. But hey, if you don't like your job, I've got a secretary spot. Do you take dictation?
Check this out. The imposing, the menacing, and the just plain dangerous steel structure, it's lowering into place. The first man to take the death-defying drop will lose the matchup. You ready for Elevation X?
Mike, today I'm ready. I'm scared to death. I'm anxious, but it is so unbelievably intriguing. The danger that's going to be involved. It's something that you can't help but anticipate and want.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's preview the phenomenal AJ Styles and the War Machine Rhino. Elevation X, next at Destination X.
From the innovative six-sided ring to the barbaric six sides of steel. From the king of the mountain to daredevil action of the Ultimate X. TNA has revolutionized the world of professional wrestling. Now, TNA presents its newest concept match, Elevation X. Elevation X, debuting March 11th at TNA Destination X.
At Destination X, 2 stories above the ring. It's me and you, AJ. You started it. I'm gonna finish it. It's your creation. It's gonna be your demise. It's gonna be the end of AJ Styles.
I am the phenomenal AJ Styles. I am the most decorated wrestler in TNA history.
AJ Styles.
The Ultimate X, famous.
A menacing steel structure that looms 20 feet above the six-sided ring.
My new invention, the Elevation X.
Elevation X.
Elevation X. Elevation X.
Your latest invention is gonna be responsible for the end of your career.
2 men will fight for their lives. One will be left standing high above. One will take the death-defying drop.
AJ, when you're standing up there, do you feel fear? Are you afraid? When you look across that scaffold, when you look across Elevation X, and you're staring into my eyes, and I don't care if I have to sacrifice my own life because I will destroy you. Your creation will be your end, and I will take you off that Elevation X with a gore! Gore! Gore!
I'm on top of the world!
You ran from me for the very last time!
Two-man climb, but there's only room for one.
Someone is going to take the death-defying plunge. The phenomenal AJ Styles takes on the War Machine Rhino in Elevation X.
Ladies and gentlemen, Destination X continues with the Elevation X match. The first man to drop from the Elevation X structure will be the loser. Introducing first, from Detroit, Michigan, the War Machine Rhino.
How often, Don West, do you hear a competitor, do you hear a wrestler, especially someone like the War Machine Rhino, talk about feeling fear, talk about being afraid? Let me answer that for you. Never, but we've never had Elevation X. It debuts tonight. TNA takes it to another level. Destination X, Elevation X, and I'm scared as hell as well.
And his opponent from Gainesville, Georgia, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
Let me tell you something, Mike. Rhino's scared. You're scared. I'm scared. Everybody in this And let me tell you something. He may not act like it, but the phenomenal AJ Styles is scared. But he's not going to show it. He knows or he feels he has an incredible advantage. And look at the faces. Look at the crowd. They're praying right now.
I tell you what, AJ may have an advantage. AJ may have an edge. You see what he just put on his hands?
Special gloves that he's going to use, and that's a smart move on his part. I don't see anything Rhino has that.
I don't either. But I see that AJ Styles is putting the gloves on, and I don't think there's any question that those gloves might help him in terms of traction, in terms of trying to make his way up the steel structure, hell, maybe even just to the point of trying to hang on for dear life.
Well, I think about it. If you get your hands stomped on up there, if you get, something like that to happen, anything like that, then those gloves could really, really help you in the long run. I mean, think about that.
I think
they're steel and sharp edges and everything else.
I think Rhino may have some portion or some part of his hands or fingers slightly taped. Oh! Referee Slick Johnson just tossed out of the way by the War Machine, and look at Rhino start the beat down here on AJ. God, right into the guardrail.
Well, there's a strategy for you. Beat him up before he goes up there. That way they're already wobbly. I mean, look at, I think Rhino just realized the fear that he's had is coming out of him in frustration as he went right after Rhino. But, man, Rhino right at him, and both of them just took wicked shots. And now AJ, what a right by AJ Styles. A vicious right. And then what a shot by Rhino. Wow, they're just fighting it there. I think it's that fear of having to climb up top.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. How you win Elevation X, you've got to make your opponent take that death-defying drop. And I think this is real good strategy by the War Machine Rhino. Go just balls out right at the opening aspect of this matchup, right at the start. Wear down AJ, and then potentially, who knows, can he gore him from the top of the steel structure and win it?
I agree with you, Mike, today. I mean, what the hell has he got to lose? Just go after him. Try to beat him up before he gets up there. But AJ Styles is a competitor, and you saw that. Getting on the rail, using it, and I mean, AJ Styles has a, whoa! What a shot by Rhino!
What a counter by the War Machine. It looked like AJ, who was on the receiving end of a beating for the better part of the opening minute of this matchup, used that guardrail to spring off, but then Rhino, after just the one offensive move by AJ, comes back, and AJ just drove him back first right into the side of the six-sided ring.
And you can see Rhino knocked the breath out of him, and now AJ Styles is going to make his climb up to the top. He wants to be the first one up there because that's an incredible advantage. And AJ Styles now taunts him. He says, I'm up there, and now Rhino has nothing else to do but climb up there and meet him.
Did you notice after the first couple of rungs, as AJ was going up, Rhino tried to reach up and grab it. Rhino tried to bring him back down. Because I think in AJ's mind, he feels like once he's up there, once he's in place, and there you see, God, that's dangerous. 20-foot drop down to the floor below. I think AJ feels like he has the advantage once he's up on top of the structure that forms the giant X.
Well, you got to be careful because there's only about 20 inches of room up there. And the War Machine Rhino now trying to decide what side he wants to go up. And listen, I don't blame him for taking his time. The longer AJ Styles is up there, the better chance he has of slipping and falling.
You know, we measured that platform, Don. You're right. When it was lowered, trust me, we didn't get anywhere near the top of this structure. It is just a 20-inch platform. They have less than 2 feet to try and navigate up there. And it just adds to the danger of Elevation X, and the War Machine Rhino is making his way up the trussing. God, that's scary. Did you see that?
Already almost fell. Just taking his time, though.
Oh, look at this.
And AJ, look at people. They don't want to look. AJ Styles up on top, bouncing around. That's got to wear into Rhino. It's got to get to his mind.
It's another aspect of this match, Don, is the give and the leeway of those platforms, of that structure at the top that forms the X here at Elevation X. And, oh, you can see that Rhino is pretty gingerly making his way up there.
Well, it's the size. He's so big. I mean, let me tell you something, folks. This guy, this is not a match made for him. He's so big. And it's got to be hard. And now he's got to get his bearings.
Got to get your bearings, got to get your balance, and at the same time, you're 280-plus pounds, Don. That's the key. That's what you talked about. Yeah. Rhino on all fours says, I'll fight you from this position, AJ.
It's a smart move. Very smart move, Rhino. Keep the base low. You cannot take AJ standing on your feet.
I like that strategy.
Oh,
and look at AJ
he's yelling at him to stop it. AJ keeps moving it. He knows he's getting in his head. Everybody just holding their breath, Mike.
Including the announcers. Rhino, you can sense the level of confidence here for Styles is growing with every step that he takes across the platform.
Look at him, just goading him, getting in his face.
And he spit right on him.
Oh, look at Rhino, unbelievable.
Look, I mean, I know how cocky and I know how confident you are, AJ, but spitting in the face of the relentless war machine may not be a good move.
Look at Rhino, one step after another, and I mean, this is scary. But he's doing it, he's going after him. That just takes courage. And now they're punching. Oh, AJ almost fell on the first punch, and Rhino hits him again. Rhino's got a bigger base.
That's the key, dog. With every offensive blow, with every punch, and even with every time, oh God, even with every time that you don't connect, you put yourself in that precarious position. Hell, just being up there is precarious. What the hell am I talking about?
Look at this. AJ goes over to stomp on him. He realizes he has Rhino close to falling. And then think about the danger once the fall happens. You can break your leg. You can break all kinds of bones as Rhino working his way, trying to get back up.
Hang on for dear life, Rhino. Styles has a real edge here because Rhino is bottom line defenseless. How can you fight back from this position?
Oh, look at AJ drop kicks him from up top there. Unbelievable agility. But you know what? Rhino holding tight. Rhino holding strong. And now looks like he's got the foot of AJ holding on to it.
And at the same time, AJ looks like he wants to toss Rhino. He wants to take the War Machine and either kick him off or push him off the structure to take that death-defying drop.
AJ Styles, though, has got himself in a bad spot right now. Oh, man, folks, we're trying our best to call this, but you just hold your breath. You can see them both holding on. You wonder if the gloves are helping. Oh, AJ almost fell down as Rhino got him a good base.
Yeah, Rhino hit him with a couple of real solid right hands. I thought that second one, maybe the third right there, was going to knock Styles all the way down. He's got him teetering.
Another shot. That's 4 straight shots, and that's the strength of Rhino. Rhino's smart. Rhino's got his feet inside, and he's got him a better hold. Now AJ, though, you can see him going after him with one shot. It's everybody cringing. Cringing is
That time AJ just able to use those gloves. I think that's a huge edge for him.
Oh, AJ almost fell.
Hang on to the bottom of the truss that time. He hooked his arm. He hooked his elbow right across the bottom of the steel truss.
You can see Rhino right now trying to look at AJ Styles and everybody.
Yeah, look at Rhino. Rhino's in control here.
He's got total control. AJ Styles is in. Oh, nice kick though.
Oh,
how do you kick somebody from there?
It was almost like he caught him with a Pele, if you can call it a Pele from that position.
You're absolutely right.
Look at where he's at.
He's hidden. Rhino can't see him. Rhino's going to think he's already fell down. Rhino can't see him.
Styles is inside the steel trussing, inside the steel structure. I think the fans below, the fans need to point out where AJ's at. Look at, you can see the fans around ringside. They're pointing out because it's out of Rhino's vision that AJ's hiding on this side.
Rhino can't see. Rhino doesn't know where he is. He's right over the top of him. Rhino, I think, senses that AJ's there, but he doesn't know what AJ's going to do. He's now going the wrong way.
And the fans are pointing it out. If Rhino can just make eye contact with the fans, and I know that's easy for us to say, but they're pointing it out.
Oh, no, AJ Styles, look at this. And Rhino, now AJ's got himself, and he's resting also. He's got himself in another spot. Rhino doesn't know where he is at all.
God.
Looking around, and the more you look, the chance of getting vertigo, the chance of losing your balance.
I mean, Don, we've all been in this position.
Oh, I've got it right now, and I'm sitting in a chair.
I mean, and we've all been in a position where we've had vertigo, but none of us have ever been in this kind of a position where you don't have a guardrail, where you don't have a platform or something to hold on to. And you're right, it's just got to make it worse. This is really a game of cat and mouse at this point.
AJ Styles, I think, is going to try to maybe grab the foot. And, I mean, it's just you realize so many dangerous
situations are entailing, and now Rhino knows it.
That's it.
Rhino knows it.
Now he's figured it out. Now he's figured out that the fans are trying to help him.
Oh, he's going to ask the crowd to be quiet. AJ Styles doesn't realize that Rhino's right over the top of him. Look at him get low. Oh, he's got him. AJ Styles, he's got him koozled underneath there. And AJ Styles, what's he going to do?
AJ can't fight back.
Oh, he rakes the eyes.
I never saw that one coming. I thought that AJ's offensive potential was totally limited by being inside the structure, but he came out of nowhere by raking the eyes of Rhino.
The phenomenal AJ Styles now back up to his feet, and look at that kick. How do you keep your balance?
I don't know.
How can you kick somebody and keep your balance up there?
I have no idea. 20 feet above.
Oh, look at Rhino. He's now
kick after kick, shot after shot.
Holding on for dear life, and AJ Styles brings him up and headbutts the back of his head and knocks him back down.
And drives him face first right into the platform. Their fans getting behind Rhino, but he's teetering here. AJ's going to try and shove him off the side. That's not a good position to be in.
You cannot believe, you cannot even imagine how high up these guys are unless you're sitting here and looking up at it. And Mike, I can't even describe the feeling
You know, this is a good position for Rhino. Look where he's got his legs. He's got him wrapped around that platform and putting his legs by that steel truss. I thought AJ was going to drop at that one point.
But AJ Styles has such agility that's what Rhino realizes. Rhino's got to hit him hard. And when he hits him, he's got to make sure he makes it count. Because, AJ just grabbed his hair and just jammed his head. Unbelievable. Oh,
AJ,
no, AJ
back up to his feet.
What? He ain't going to do a style clash.
He's nuts. But the level of confidence has really risen the longer that he's up there. And I think once AJ realizes, look out!
No,
it's not style.
Oh, look at that. Rhino just sends it down and now starts beating on him. Rhino able to take advantage of it. AJ got too cocky. That was crazy to try that move.
Series of shots by Rhino turns it momentarily in his favor.
Listen to Rhino scream at him.
Yeah, I don't think you need to be a lip reader to hear that one or figure out what he said.
Oh, no, Rhino getting to his feet.
Base yourself. Look out, Rhino. Oh,
no, look at them both fighting and trying to throw him off. Oh!
Jawbreaker by Styles.
Unbelievable. Rhino able to somehow get to all fours. And now what
Wait a minute. What's he doing?
White. It looks like he's got a bag. Oh, he does. White powder.
He's got, you don't want to see Rhino blinded up there because then he's totally defenseless.
What a cheap ass trick. You're an SOB. He got him.
He's blinded. The powder. Stop it in the face of AJ Styles.
He doesn't know where he is.
No man's land.
It caught him by surprise. And here's Rhino standing up. Oh, my God. No way. No way, Rhino. And could he be doing the gore? He does! Oh, he gores him right into the... Unbelievable! I yelled, gore, gore, gore! Oh, AJ slipped!
Knocked him right to his back with the gore! AJ hanging on for dear life!
AJ knows how in trouble he is!
His hands and his fingers are exposed here!
Unbelievable! Rhino standing tall, AJ hanging on for dear life! AJ's got to find a way to get his feet up. Rhino taunting him.
Just playing the waiting game.
The hand. Stomps the foot on the hand. What a shot.
Rhino wins Elevation X.
Of Elevation X, the War Machine Rhino.
Unbelievable. Let's get somebody out here. Unbelievable.
TNA medical staff positioned around the ringside area just in anticipation. It was one of those things where you knew that the wrestler that took that death-defying drop that was going to have to pay the price, and AJ Styles just paid the price.
The powder, though, AJ backfired. Going to do an awful dirty trick. You don't want to say he got what he deserved because nobody deserves to fall that far, but you know what? He shouldn't have brought that out. It should have been a fair fight. And it went against him. Rhino able to turn it around, and then he gored him up there. Not a gore that you can see him get full steam.
and now look at them putting their neck brace. They've got to be precautionary.
Rhino, the victor in the first ever Elevation X match. Let's preview Scott Steiner and Kurt Angle. There's the stretcher being put to place.
See, in August, I was negotiating my contract, and everything got put on hold because TNA had to sign a big superstar. And where'd that leave me? High and dry, not a penny left. Kurt Angle, you knocked me out of a big contract. Come Destination X, I'm gonna knock you out of TNA.
Let me make this very simple so even you can understand this, Scott Steiner, you stupid dumb. I came to this company for the company. Your reasons for coming to this company was to rape it for every cent that it's worth.
Scott Steiner pissed me off. And when you piss off Kurt Angle, you're gonna get beat down and you're gonna tap out and you're gonna cry.
Screw you! Screw the company! You got what I want! Hey, Kurt Angle, I'm gonna let you on a little secret. When your wife goes out and says she's shopping and comes back with a smile on her face, it's not because there's a sale at Macy's. I told you, stop having your calm.
Every time I see him now, all I want to do is hurt Scott Steiner. I want to break his ankle.
Kurt Angle at Destination X, I won't be sticking a contract down your throat. I'll be sticking my boot up your hip.
You talk a big game. Well, let's see what you do in that ring. Nobody's better than Kurt Angle.
You're not big enough, you're not strong enough to beat the big bad booty dad.
I'm the greatest wrestler in the history of wrestling.
I'm gonna take that gold medal, melt it down, and see how much I can get for it. I guarantee I can't buy a cup of coffee with.
I'm not only gonna out-technique you and outsmart you, I'm gonna whip you inside, and I'm gonna love it.
Kurt Angle at Destination X, I'm gonna show you TNA belongs to Big Papa Pump.
I'm gonna hurt you, Scott Steiner. I'm gonna hurt you good, and I'm gonna spit right in your face, just like you did to mine. Oh, it's real. It's damn real.
The impact zone isn't big enough for the two of them. Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner takes on the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle.
You can see right there the phenomenal AJ Styles are being very, very careful. Mike Rhino holding the arms up in victory. Again, your thoughts and your prayers go out to AJ Styles. It was a vicious fall. He landed directly on his back, maybe the back of his neck, and you just got to take precautions in this situation.
You can see how they have the neck brace on, immobilizing the neck of the phenomenal AJ Styles. They brought the stretcher out immediately after AJ Styles took that drop from the top of the Elevation X structure, crashing down to the canvas below. Rhino victorious. Got to take another look. Here it is.
And here it is. Rhino, he stomped right on the hand. And once he hit the hand, he stomps on there it goes. Look at that shot. I mean, look at the drop, people. AJ's got nowhere to go.
God.
Oh, man. Unbelievable.
Oh, just the thud, just the impact. But it was good that we laid out that time so you could really hear the contact that was made as AJ Styles crashed back first to the unforgiving canvas below. To the back, JB standing by with the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle.
Coming up next here at Destination X, what an explosive matchup we are about to witness. Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner versus Kurt Angle.
Steiner, last month you were a consultant. And as a consultant, you cost me the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. Well, tonight, you're gonna be the victim. Because tonight, when I'm done with you, that ring's gonna look like a crime scene with my fingerprints all over it. See, Steiner, the difference between you and me is pride. I came to TNA for two reasons. One, to make this company bigger and better. Two, to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that I am the very best wrestler in the world. You, Scott Steiner, came to TNA for greed. See, nobody gave me your spot, Scott. No, I took it. I took it because I'm better than you. It's not about how big your arms are or how big your mouth is. What matters is what happens in that ring and who wins. And that's what I do. I win. So tonight, Steiner, I want you to put your money where your mouth is. Because tonight, I'm gonna show that my intentions and my word are real. They're damn real.
It's Steiner versus Angle next here at Destination X.
And welcome back, everyone, to Destination X. As we look inside the impact zone, the phenomenal AJ Styles has been taken from the ring. His neck immobilized. AJ taken out on a stretcher. We will endeavor to get an update on the physical condition of AJ Styles if we are at all possible. And please, heads up to the medical staff, heads up to those in the truck. If you can bring us any kind of an update on the condition of AJ Styles, we would love to hear about it.
I mean, you think of the anticipation. You and I have talked about this match for 2 months. And when we saw, and when we would come in here and do the tapings and see that structure above us, Mike, every day we would, the fear would just envelop us. And then to see the fall, to see the fall that AJ Styles took, and to realize that after it's over with, it's not about who won or lost, it's about, is he okay? And it was a wicked, wicked shot that he took and landed a hope. It looked like he hit his spine. It looked like he hit the back of his head. And we don't know the extent of the damage, if there is any. They just could not take precautions. He was motionless, and they got him on there and got that neck brace.
I think that was a real good call by TNA, the TNA medical staff. Like you said, Don, possibly a precautionary measure. But whatever the case, I think it was a great call. AJ Styles, taken from Destination X after the death-defying drop. We're ready for Steiner and Angle.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following is a special grudge match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Detroit, Michigan, Big Papa Pump, Scott Steiner!
Last night, Don West, you and I were having dinner. We talked about the Destination X card, and we talked about the matchup at Destination X. And yes, Elevation X is one of those matches that we were on the edge of our seats to see. But you turned to me and you said, if there's that one match that I'm looking forward to at Destination X, it's the immovable object, irresistible force, Big Papa Pump, the genetic freak, Scott Steiner. He's ready to do battle with the Olympic gold medalist. Brought a little eye candy to the ring, didn't he?
Oh, absolutely. That's just who Scott Steiner is. And Mike, you said it. You can't wait for this match.
And his opponent from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. He's the only Olympic gold medalist in professional wrestling history. He is
In all the years that I've been around professional wrestling, I think it's safe to say that we are looking at the two most intense individuals maybe ever in our sport. Certainly when I think you talk about active competitors, you talk about intensity, you talk about full speed ahead, never putting it in reverse. Two names come to mind. The Olympic gold medalist, Kurt Angle, and the Big Papa Pump himself, Scott Steiner.
I mean, they wear their heart on their sleeve. Their emotions are out there for everybody to see. They can't control them. It's just who they are. They're so intense. They're so focused. Unlike anybody else you'll see in a wrestling ring. And that comes from their history. Both of them have the same history. It's collegiate wrestling in the whole 9 yards. And you know, you talk about dream matches, and you mentioned it. We always talk. We couldn't help it. This is the one match we wanted to see above all else. And that's just because you've always wondered, what would it be like when the irresistible force meets the immovable object?
Then factor in the situation where Scott Steiner feels in his mind that he was frozen out of TNA because TNA management went out and signed the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle. At the same time that Steiner was negotiating his contract to come back to TNA, they inked Kurt Angle to the big deal. Scott Steiner feels like he was on the outside looking in. And in his mind, this is about gaining revenge for taking money away from him, from taking food off of his table.
I mean, let's face it, a lot of people were jealous when the Olympic gold medalist came in here. That's just understandable, but you know what? They stayed here. Scott Steiner didn't. Scott Steiner didn't get a call, and he felt it was one reason. They couldn't afford both of them. Scott Steiner, in his mind, feels that all the praise, all the glory that Kurt Angle's getting for helping TNA go to that next level should have been his.
Shoulder block in mid-ring. Steiner takes Angle down. First offensive move of the matchup. Intensity, we can just see it right in their eyes, can't you? As they lock it up and Steiner grabs the side headlock.
You know, when you think about these two and you think of the mat wrestling skills, you think, well, Kurt Angle has a distinct advantage. But let me tell you something. In wrestling, weight has a big advantage. And Scott Steiner's got that edge on Kurt Angle. But Kurt Angle, he's not somebody to shy from anybody. He's going to have to try to dictate the pace. He's going to have to try to make sure he can go in and out, stay out of the grasp of the biggest arms and the shortest fuse in the business.
Think of the defensive aspect of this match. So often you think of offensive moves. Scott Steiner, he's got to stay out of the ankle lock. Oh, there's one. That's payback. That's payback. That's a headbutt right across the bridge of the nose, and then the great uppercut that follows.
Oh, Scott Steiner in his face, Kurt Angle. He methodically timed it perfectly, and look at the advantages given. Kurt Angle just applies the foot right to the neck, and he busted him open.
Yeah, look at the forehead of Scott Steiner. You talk about turnabout fair play, exactly what we've seen here. Steiner on Impact several weeks ago with that vicious headbutt that opened up Angle, and Angle comes right back and gets himself some here at Destination X. Remember, Steiner, whoa, what a shoulder block by the Olympic gold medalist. Steiner needs to stay out of the ankle lock, and Angle, he's got to be very wary of the Steiner recliner. There's the first suplex, and you know that's not the last one we're going to see here. Belly-to-belly takeover. Suplex hit by Angle on Big Papa Pump. Follow move is a running clothesline. Oh, man, Steiner went over the top, and his face hit the apron on the way down.
Mike, you got to ask yourself, how prepared was Scott Steiner? We saw him come in nonchalant with the glass of wine and the beautiful ladies. We saw him walk into the ring. I think he was using that as playing mind games. But you don't play mind games with Kurt Angle. You wonder how prepared he was, as Kurt Angle obviously prepared and knew once he got the momentum he would go right after and look at him. But he slides out, Scott Steiner waits and then hits him with the clothesline.
You know, you don't often see Angle try a move like that baseball slide. He went to the well with it that time, and he paid the price because Steiner moves out of the way and then comes right back by decking him out on the arena floor with that clothesline.
Oh, he's got him right there by the steps, and you knew it was coming, and he just slammed his face on the steel steps.
See the impact of Angle going into the steps there? I mean, you could lose a tooth. You can lose a tooth that way.
You could break your nose. You could break your chin. Just smash your face in whole, and Kurt Angle dazed. Scott Steiner now realizes all it took was a couple vicious shots, and yeah, you're not going to see the athleticism of an AJ Styles and a Jerry Lynn or a Chris Sabin. You're just going to see two hard rock warriors just fight it out, strength on strength, mano a mano, and here it is, taking the elbow up, and brings it right down on Kurt
Right into
Angle.
the pin attempt, but barely a one count. I think Angle, after being taken into those steel steps, pretty happy that he's wearing that mouthpiece, don't you think?
Oh, absolutely.
Fired off into the corner. As Steiner charges in, Angle gets the boot up and drops him like a big redwood tree, then goes right to the mount. Going to try and further open up the cut on the head of Steiner with a series of right hands.
Just vicious rights right there by Kurt Angle. But, you know, I was talking with Samoa Joe, who had epic battles with Scott Steiner, and he said the hard part is he's just such a hard load to lug around. I mean, he wears you out just when you're clinching with him, and you can see that's what's happening. And he has a weight advantage, as I mentioned before, on Kurt Angle here, and Scott Steiner using it to his advantage, and now look at him apply the pressure.
Yeah, it's pretty much been the story of the match to this point. Steiner exploiting the edge and advantage that he has. And now at this point, he's just neutralizing Angle. Again, notice the weight positioning here. Not only grabs that hold around the neck of Angle, but at the same time, he's putting all of his weight, as you mentioned, that Joe related to you, putting all of his weight behind it, and that just wears Angle out.
Oh, it does, and both these guys have that ability to make you submit. And now Kurt Angle, those ropes are looking farther and farther away because he can't get to a base. He's trying to, he's got to his feet. Oh, and he uses the elbow, and he goes quick, and that's what you gotta do when you see the opening, you gotta take it.
Desperation, and drops him with that back suplex. Took Steiner high up into the air and dropped him down right on the back of his head. But boy, Angle slow to recover.
He's out of breath. He's out of oxygen. I mean, we saw Scott Steiner just have that chokehold on him and wasn't going to let it go. But look at the rights now. One right after another. Oh, what an uppercut by Kurt Angle. Just vicious. Then he hits another one.
Surprisingly, Angle gets the better of the exchange, then connects. Suplex number 1, and you'll notice contact maintained. He's still got the grip. He's still got his hands together. That's suplex number 2.
Unreal.
This is a big load to take over.
And he goes for a third one. And look at that. And Scott Steiner takes it, but he had to let go on that one. And you can see that that takes a lot out of Kurt Angle, too. It takes a lot out of the Olympic gold medalist, but right back to his feet. And look at him. He's waiting on Scott Steiner right there, and he goes after him.
Caught him with the boot right into the gut. Try and take him up for, I think it might have been the Olympic slam. Instead, belly to belly by Steiner leads to an ear fall.
You can see Scott Steiner thought maybe he had him, and that was one of those where Scott Steiner was just wanting to hold on to him tight, close, and just hopefully he could drive his weight into him and get the quick pin.
Think of the intimidation factor as well, as you saw Steiner make eye contact with the referee, thinking that he had the 3 count. Referee says no, only 2. Angle with the boot, catches him out of nowhere, picks him up.
Olympic slam.
Dropped him right on his back.
1,
Pin, 2.
Oh,
no. Man, he's won so many matches through the years with that Olympic slam. Impressive just to get someone with Steiner's size and strength up. Here it is, ankle lock applied.
No, he's got it in place right now, and man, Scott Steiner, this is not where you want to be. Look where he's at in the ring. He is right in the middle. He's a long way from a rope, but you can see Steiner holding on for all he's worth. And Kurt Angle has the, oh, nice move, nice counter by Steiner.
Tuck and roll is what Steiner did. Quick roll up out of the corner.
1, 2, got it.
No, Angle shoulders down for just 2.
So look at that. Scott Steiner thought he had it but you know what? He went to bark at the ref, and Kurt Angle saw that and used it to get it.
Oh, man. Went in to try and put that shoulder block right into the chest, right into the gut of Scott Steiner, and instead, all he did was wrap his shoulder around the steel post.
Scott Steiner now realizes he's going to try to put in the Steiner recliner right here, and it looks like he's getting set up for it.
There it is, Steiner recliner. He's got an applied submission hold here. So far, we've seen Angle use the ankle lock, not able to have Steiner tap. Steiner recliner, it's momentarily broken.
Look at,
It's one way to take him down. Gonna try and go for a pin. Gets 1, 2. Oh.
I'll tell you what, though, that was probably those Olympic days going right back at him. He just did what he had to do. Grab the legs and use your weight and drive it forward. Oh, man, what an uppercut. You can see Steiner lost his balance. And the ropes were what held him up.
Don't often see Steiner overpowered with a move like that. That's exactly what happens. Then Steiner puts on the brakes and back body drops Angle. Yeah, bad landing out to the floor.
Nice. You got to give Scott Steiner credit for that. It looked like he just had no balance. And he saw Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle, I think, felt the same thing. And Scott Steiner just lowered and then rose it up at the right time. And now Kurt Angle's reeling. Oh, man. Slammed him into the rail.
Advantage Steiner. And there goes Angle. You're right. Directly into the unprotected steel of the guardrail. Steiner says count him out.
Oh, he'll take a victory any way you can. You don't worry about how you beat a Kurt Angle.
A weary Kurt Angle makes his way back into the ring, and boy, is Steiner ever ready for it. Just chomping at the bit, waiting for him to get into the ring.
Oh, look at this.
Version of the Olympic slam, you think?
And he got him up there high, and you could see Angle landed hard and maybe landed wrong.
I mean,
he's not moving down there.
Can you imagine if he were to beat Angle first with his own move and then make him tap to the Steiner recliner? Here it comes.
Oh, he's got it in place. Scott Steiner had confidence the whole time. Scott Steiner felt that his weight, his experience would be an advantage. He felt like Kurt Angle was overrated. And look at him apply. Look at him pull back on the chin. Look at the pain.
Cranking on the head, cranking on the neck of Angle, who digs down deep and amazingly breaks it and then elevates him up. Olympic slam.
How could he do that? How could he figure it out and he takes the straps off? And you know he's ready to go now.
If there's ever a time when he takes the intensity level up another notch, it's when the straps come down. There's the ankle lock.
He's got it in place. He's holding it in tight. You see Scott Steiner trying to get to the ropes, but he can't right now. And he's wondering if he's going to tap and look at him, try to get a base. And again, Kurt Angle has got it applied here. Scott Steiner getting closer, and he's got the rope.
Man,
he pulls him off.
Pulls him right back into the middle of the ring and maintains his grip on the ankle lock. The fans here expecting that Steiner was going to tap in anticipation. But no, Steiner uses his free leg to kick out and then comes right back with a vicious clothesline. Just about took his head off.
Man, I'll tell you what, it's just like a wall hitting you, but you can see how out of breath he is.
And look at him favor the ankle.
Oh, well, he just had a vicious ankle lock put on, and that's what it does to you. If you get out of it, you can't walk. It's like your foot's asleep because it cuts the blood off to it.
Yeah, even you felt that.
Yes, I can tell you right now, I didn't get feeling back in it for like a week.
Big Papa Pump. Gonna try, my God, is he gonna go for a belly-to-belly here?
Unbelievable, up from the top right here, you can see him. Kurt Angle, though, getting up.
Look out.
Wait a minute, Steiner, look at this. Kurt Angle,
Sunset
Steiner
flip
holding
attempt.
on.
Steiner holding on for dear life.
2, got it.
Got the pin.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner,
Scott Steiner, he was going to go for that top rope, belly to belly, going to try and toss him overhead, but Kurt Angle just outsmarted Big Papa Pump, came over with the sunset flip and got the 3 count.
Well, you could see how hard Scott Steiner was holding on and the strength that takes out of you once he let go. I mean, we're going to look at some of the action from this match right here and show you, but once he let go, Angle able to get the pin. Here's the beginning. Watch this headbutt. Oh, what a shot there by Angle.
What a message Angle sent to Steiner, opened him up with the headbutt. Angle hit the clothesline that sent Steiner out to the floor, and here's those trifecta suplexes. Caught him with those 3 in a row. Great move here, 3 suplexes in a row on Steiner.
And then it looked like Scott Steiner was getting the momentum back his way, and he's got the Steiner recliner in, and you can see the drool and the pain, but then it was the ankle lock, and I think that's where the real damage was done on that ankle lock right there, because watch this, Steiner holding on for dear life, but when he finally gets him, he had nothing left.
There's the 3 count, there's the win, Angle gets the W. Let's go to JB with Samoa Joe. Impressive win. Now we're going to send it to the back. Here's the challenger, Samoa Joe.
Yet to come tonight, the NWA World Heavyweight Championship is on the line. It's Christian Cage defending against my guest at this time, the Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe. Joe, your mindset going into your World Heavyweight title shot tonight?
For 2 years, 2 long years, I was locked in a cage. For 2 years, I was denied what was rightfully mine. But tonight, that all changes. Tonight, I am set free. Tonight, I am born again. Tonight, I will rain down vengeance and violence without prejudice. Tonight, I achieve my destiny. And the only thing standing between me and my destiny is you, Christian Cage. And as for Abyss, don't think for a second I've forgotten what you've done to me. And if you decide to come down to that ring, if you decide to stop me from my destiny, I guarantee you one thing. You will fall like all others. I will not be denied. I will not be denied. Tonight is my night. And at Destination X, this will mark the beginning of the Samoa Joe NWA Heavyweight Championship reign.
Abyss, we all have our demons, and I am no different. What is he hiding? You've been holding on to something for 10 years. What happened in that prison? Why were you in the prison?
That's Chris Marks. He was there for 6 years.
What are you hiding?
Abyss, I've been believing in you all along, and I'm going to continue to do that. I believe it's a choice.
Darkness or light?
I went down and I found out what you did. And I'm going to reveal what you did, but I know in doing so, I'm going to have the wrath of Abyss to pay for. You put 3 bullets in the back of a man and put him in a coma, and the facts are he survived. That man was your father. So the question is, why?
That age-old question, the one that you only have a few more days left to ponder. Don't choose a garden party 6 feet under with maggots eating away at your decaying flesh.
Abyss is an animal that I have domesticated to do my bidding. You opened Pandora's box, Sting. You had to reveal the deepest, darkest secret in Abyss's past.
Sting thought that the truth would set Abyss free, but all it's done is set him off with his fire in the face.
Choose the light.
clean slate, a new man. In order to have life, you gotta die first.
Because at Destination X, you will die.
When this is all said and done, what do you win? Abyss?
When I look in Abyss's eyes, I see a human being, not a piece of garbage like you.
Abyss is nothing without me.
I use him. He's my meal ticket, you hear me?
Abyss is an animal that I have domesticated to do my bidding. Sting, you are guilty as charged. And one way or another, you will serve your time.
That demon is going to be silenced. Jim Mitchell, after I lock Abyss in the cage, I'm going to plant you in your own living hell.
This represents all the evil in your life. This represents lust and greed and deception. Abyss, take a good look, because this is the last time you'll ever see this guy.
The choice is yours, Abyss. Life or death.
And yours alone.
Because you don't have the devil in your ear.
Who will choose life, or will it be death? Abyss faces Sting in a last rites match.
Destination X continues with the last rites match. To win the match, you must put your opponent into the deathbed and close the lid. Introducing the first participant, he stands 6 feet 8 inches tall and weighs 350 pounds. The monster, Abyss!
From the very moment that Sting rid TNA of James Mitchell, Abyss, if at all possible, has been even more out of control than ever before. Tonight is Destination X, the last rites matchup, where the competitors must call for the deathbed to be lowered from high above the ring. And then you've got to take that beaten down opponent. You've got to put him inside that deathbed, slam it shut, and send him to the ceiling.
And his opponent from Venice Beach, California, weighing 245 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Sting!
You gotta admire Sting for his resilience. He's always believed in the monster Abyss. He's always believed that inside there was a human being. And you can see right here the match just got started, but Sting has always believed that this guy can be saved, as you will. He really can, and he feels now he's gonna have to put him in the deathbed to die so he can be reborn.
There are grudges and there are rivalries in professional wrestling, but nothing like we've seen from these two, Don. It's gone on for months and months, I think, in the mind of Sting. Just the mere stipulations of this last rites match. He feels like he can put that exclamation point on things. He can put finality to this situation. Went for the Stinger splash, and man, he caught nothing but steel guardrail.
You got to wonder what kind of control Abyss is going to be, and this is the first time I can remember in a long time in a match of this caliber that James Mitchell is not out here for him. Somebody that he looks to for guidance. But like you mentioned, he's been an uncontrollable monster, and maybe he'll just use that fury, that rage, like he did with that chair shot. What a shot to the back of Sting.
Follows it up with a big blow, a clubbing blow to the back of the head of the icon Sting, who tries to circle around the ring and try and avoid this 6'8", 350-pound monster who's on the loose, but there's absolutely nowhere to run or hide here. There's shot after shot from Abyss.
Sometimes you want to say to Sting, look, be careful what you wish for. You're hoping that you can get inside the mind of this guy who's Chris to you. But this is still the monster Abyss in his eyes. And, I mean, he is just vicious. And now he's looking for direction and fury, and he's just taking it out on Sting.
Saw the shot of the tombstone here at ringside area for this last rites match. Sting shot off into the corner and able to get the boot up as Abyss charged in, and then Sting fights out of the corner. Big right hand shot, knife edge chop, punch and chop for Sting. Momentarily turns it around, but caught nice Abyss kick. That time unaware, drilled him with that kick.
But look at the strength right here.
Power game, the 100+ pound weight advantage, inverted that time. Dropped by Sting, put Abyss right on his back.
That was a tombstone. I don't know if we can see the casket high above the ring.
We get a chance, we're going to show it to you to let you know that there it is. When you ask for it to be lowered, when you feel you have the advantage, they'll bring it down.
Oh.
But look how high up that is.
Stinger crashes into the back. Stinger splash variation. Here he comes again. Caught him in the corner with another Stinger splash, and he's got Abyss reeling.
You know, Sting's been awful aggressive in this.
Look out,
Wait a
look
minute.
out. Candelabra.
Oh, man!
God, he just smashed it and went flying all over the building as he hit him right in the face with that. I should call it a candelabra in the corner. What did?
It was a candelabra.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, bodied him up. He just busted Sting on top of the forehead. And Abyss, that's what he needed because Sting was so aggressive. Sting was so on fire.
God, look at the cut. Look at
the cut right there in the
blood
head.
just flowing right out of the head of Sting. Oh, jeez.
Oh, man, he
like
is
a
just...
faucet. Blood flowing from his head.
The blood is just dripping as that candelabra, the glass, went right into his forehead.
And Abyss is calling for the deathbed to be lowered from high above the ring. I guess he feels at this point like he's got Sting sufficiently weakened.
Oh, he does. Sting is just absolutely... You can see the smoke coming down as the deathbed is being lowered. And, man, what a shot by the Monster Abyss as Sting as the blood pouring down through the makeup, through the mask. And you can see that the Monster Abyss in total control right now.
Remember, after calling for this deathbed to be lowered, you've got to take your opponent, you've got to put him inside, and yes, you've got to slam that lid shut to win the match.
And you can see right there, the Monster Abyss pulling the...
My God, look at that.
Open. Oh, look at that cut. I've never seen anything like that. That is as much blood as we've seen on somebody. You wonder what it is, if he's got him a piece of glass or something from the candelabra stuck in his forehead.
Look at this. He's got one part. He's got half of the deathbed shut. Now Sting gonna try and use his arm here just to leverage so that Abyss can't shut it down on top of him.
Oh, he's fighting it with everything he's got. As you can see, Abyss putting the pressure in, trying to close the lid on top of Sting, but Sting fights out of it. He's reaching in, and he realizes how close he is, and then he comes with the shots, and now Sting gets himself out of the deathbed.
And just a desperation move by Sting, but he had to do it at that point. It was really his only option, Don. He had, and just think that Sting is weakened with the loss of blood. No, man, Abyss extends the leg. Drilling right in the head.
Oh, that's just a sight you just don't even want to see. You wonder what he's got left. You wonder, it's just, and look at this, now what's Abyss gonna do?
I'm absolutely amazed that in light of all that blood flowing from the head of Sting, that he was able to avoid having the deathbed shut down on top of him. And
this is something that's hard to look at. I mean, look at it just flowing down. Sting just took a wicked shot. The Monster Abyss now has that tombstone, and he wants to finish it.
And Sting slowly makes his way back to his feet. This does not look good for Sting.
Oh, no.
Look out. Gonna try and take him again. And
look at
Sting.
this! Sting able to counter somehow. Unbelievable! He's putting him in the Scorpion right here. Can he turn it over?
Here it is.
He does.
Scorpion Deathlock applied. And now Abyss is tapping out, but this is not how you win the match.
It doesn't matter right here.
I mean, it's a good move by Sting. You weaken Abyss, but that's not how you get the victory.
But you wonder what he's got in, because as Sting applies the pressure, more blood is flowing down his face. Now he's got the chair, and he needs something to slow down the monster. Oh, what a shot right there on top of him.
Just drilled him right in the top of the head. And again, what a courageous, what a valiant effort by Sting. Now positioning the tombstone into place, and he's picked up his trademark baseball bat. Oh, God!
He just crashed his bat into the tombstone and knocking it into the face and the head of the Monster Abyss. You wonder what Sting's got left. You wonder if he has anything left, because he's got to somehow get Abyss into the deathbed.
Yeah, but at the same time, he just rattled the brains of Abyss. He took that tombstone and smashed it right over the top of his head with a baseball bat. And now he's going to try and position Abyss in there, and he does. Abyss trying to fight it. Sting trying to close the top if he can get that lid shut.
He's doing, look at him, he's applying pressure. He's applying weight. And oh man, look at the blood flowing on top of the deathbed. And you see Abyss fighting it off. And now he's got him choked. Oh, this is just a gruesome sight as Abyss fights his way out of it.
And he's back out of it. He's out of the deathbed. And could he go for a choke slam here? No. Just takes him and overpowers him into the corner.
Nice elbow right there by Sting. But here comes Abyss. Wait. Look at this, he's got him in it. And now, he's got
Look
Sting.
out!
Oh, wow!
Oh,
And he
my
crushes
God!
him.
Look at the top of the deathbed. The casket just completely concave, dented in after a vicious, brutal, lethal choke slam.
Unbelievable! He just smashed the casket right there.
Get him out of here.
What
Get
in the
this
world?
guy
The
out of
monster
here.
coming over here.
Gonna pick up a steel chair from right next to the broadcast table.
Oh man, you got a Sting is just laid out flat on top of the casket. I mean, what force? Look at that. His body is just indented inside.
Oh, and Abyss.
He got another
picking
tombstone.
up the tombstone. Oh boy, this does not look good here for Sting at this point of the last rights match.
He's going to end it right there. Oh, the blood and the gore on Sting. It's just something.
He's just lifeless.
Oh, you wonder what he's got left. And now, what in the world is Abyss thinking here?
Going to position the steel chairs in place as Sting is. Well, at least he's moving at this point.
It looks like he's fighting to get up. You wonder if this is maybe taking too long. And look at this. You can see Abyss setting the tombstone
up. He's got some kind of strategy here.
Oh, he's going to try to break the face of Abyss right through the...
Or Sting, rather.
I mean, Sting right through the tombstone. And you can just see Sting just gradually getting to his knees.
Barely.
He has nothing, Mike.
Barely getting to his feet.
He has nothing.
Abyss takes him.
Oh, no.
Right at the head, and you can see Sting almost collapsed right there in the corner.
Oh, look at this. He's going to suplex him, try to suplex him into it. Just kind of bust his back because we can just haul him into the casket. I don't even know how you're going to get the top of the casket off.
Here goes Abyss. Up to the middle rope, the lifeless form of Sting.
Oh.
There's no way he can fight this off, is there?
How much blood? Look at the blood all over the mat. Look at Sting fight it off.
Unbelievable that he can muster the strength, that he can dig deep and come back with the power.
Look at him. He's like a man possessed right now. Now he takes the candelabra and rips it off and smashes in. And Abyss goes through the tombstone himself, and wow, it backfired on Abyss.
Used it as a weapon, hit him on top of the head, and you're right, Abyss just crashed right through and just broke that tombstone in half as Sting amazingly. DC just dropped to his knee right there. Gonna try and open up the deathbed and try and get Abyss positioned inside the casket.
I mean, like I said, he's already smashed it in, but he's got him in. This is his chance after he put him through.
There it is! That is it! That's how you win it!
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match is Sting!
A monumental effort by Sting.
Unbelievable, Mike. The fact that he's able to reach down with that kind of blood loss. To reach down when he was smashed. And look at this. They're both laying on it. It's the deathbed.
The deathbed is raised to the ceiling here, and you're right. Sting, just his lifeless form, his prone body.
And now he gets off of it as he realizes, or he's still on it. As the deathbed being raised up and Abyss still inside. I mean, the guy's still out. He's still wore out from the match. He couldn't even get himself off of the casket, Mike.
Inhuman effort is what we have just witnessed. Sting victorious in the last rights match, and the deathbed has been raised to the ceiling.
Unbelievable, unreal. How he was able to persevere, how he was able to come back. First the shot with the candelabra with the glass went right into his head and cut him deeply. Unreal.
Up next at Destination X, the NWA World Heavyweight title is on the line.
He overcame 14 of TNA's top stars in a gauntlet match for his first shot at the NWA World Heavyweight Championship.
My whole life has been geared towards this. Everything that I am has been geared towards this. Everything that I've done has been geared towards this. You gotta understand one thing. This is my ultimate goal. This is what I came to TNA for. This is my destiny.
You say you've been waiting for this moment your entire life. You've been waiting for this moment to become a champion. You see, the thing is, you're trying to become a champion, while Christian Cage is building a legacy.
You can bring an army, you can bring a militia, you can bring an empire, but nothing will stop me from taking that belt from you. Nothing will get in my way of being a champion. Nothing will stop my ascension to greatness.
Impressed with Samoa Joe, sure. Who's not? But I'll tell you this much. More than his wrestling prowess, I'm actually more impressed with the fact that he can actually formulate a sentence. I half expected when I met the guy to be wearing a grass skirt, mumbling gibberish and peeling bananas with his feet.
Christian Cage, you call yourself the instant classic.
They call me the instant classic for a reason.
Christian, rest assured, I will walk away from Destination X, the world champion.
One thing is for sure, Joe. This match will be a classic.
Nothing will stop me from taking that belt from you.
You see this belt, Joe?
I personify everything that it is to be a world heavyweight champion.
Christian, at Destination X, I get my first title shot at the NWA World Championship.
I'm the biggest star in TNA. I'm the biggest star in this industry.
This is my fate, and not you, Christian. Not Tomko, not Steiner, nobody in the world. Nothing will stop my ascension to greatness.
The NWA World Heavyweight Championship is on the line as the Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe, gets his shot at the instant classic, Christian Cage.
I mean, I can't believe this. I can't believe this. Everybody, what's going on around here? Huh? Tomko, Steiner, a bunch of ingrates. I took them under my wing. I took their careers places. They couldn't even imagine where we would go. Look at me, I'm stuttering. And then Abyss, you saw what happened to him. Figure, man. How much worse can this night get? That's what I want to know, but yeah. Come on in.
Oh, champion, sorry, this is not the press room, huh?
No, it's okay. Come on in. Great Muda. Huh? Yeah, sit down. Have a seat. Great Muda, right?
Yes.
Oh, Great Muda. Very, very big honor to meet you, sir. Yeah, we have a lot in common, you and I. We're both NWA World Heavyweight Champions. Yes, one of us still is. Yeah, but if you, if you're interested, if you want to be famous again, you can always hang around with me. Yeah, it's got to be what you're doing these days, right? What's he doing? Delivering takeout?
最近は何してるんですか？このところ出前持ちでもしてるとかいう。
I mean, does that mean you won't help me with Samoa Joe tonight? Huh? All right, no, that's okay. No, that's good. Stick around and take whatever you want. No, it's good. I'm good. Just stay.
I'm up.
We are back with the results of the text messaging on who's going to win the World Championship. And you can see it right there. 48% Samoa Joe's going to become the new world champion. 52% say Christian Cage will retain.
The history, the prestige of the longest recognized championship belt in professional wrestling, it's at stake next. It's time for the NWA World Heavyweight title match. We're going to break it down, and a quick glance of the stats shows the 50-plus pound weight advantage for the challenger, but the champ has a decided edge, yes, in experience. Last month on Impact, Samoa Joe outlasted 13 opponents to win the gauntlet and gain recognition as the #1 contender. In his second reign as world title holder, Christian Cage looks to build on what he refers to as his legacy tonight, another hurdle. Since arriving in TNA, Samoa Joe has made it clear he expects to be NWA champ. He dominated the X Division. Unbeaten for 18 months, opportunity is here to fulfill his quest. on the face of Samoa Joe tells the entire story. It's his ultimate goal, but will it be his ultimate destiny as they fill up the six-sided ring with the Screamers? They greet the challenger. Samoa Joe is ready for his shot at the NWA World's Heavyweight title.
Mike, the first thing I've noticed is how prepared Samoa Joe seems to be. He feels it. He knows this is a moment to mark in history. His chance to become the NWA World Heavyweight Champion. Christian Cage, on the other hand, has been worried about where's Tonko. Will Scott Steiner be there for me? Will the Monster Abyss be there for me? Instead of concentrating on the one thing, and that's retaining that World Heavyweight Championship. We know how strong he is mentally, Mike, but you've got to ask yourself, is he fully prepared to take on the Samoa submission machine? Because Samoa Joe feels this is his night to howl.
The look on the face of Christian Cage cannot be described as confident. You talked about Tomko in Japan. You talked about Steiner concentrating on Kurt Angle. And you talked about Abyss losing that match, that last rights match to Sting. He loves backup. He loves support. He loves the Christians coalition, as he calls it. But when it comes to Tomko, when it comes to Steiner, when it comes to Abyss, he's 0 for 3 tonight. Bottom line, Christian Cage, you're on your own, brother. NWA World title matchup is next. To the ring in JB for the introduction.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is your main event of the evening. When the bell rings, the man in charge, TNA senior official, Mr. Rudy Charles. And now, ladies and gentlemen, live from Universal Studios Orlando, it's time for your heavyweight championship bout of the evening. Introducing, first of all, standing in the corner to my left. He weighed in this morning at 280 pounds and comes to us from the Isle of Samoa. He is the #1 contender for the NWA Heavyweight Championship of the World, the Samoan Submission Machine, Samoa Joe. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing, standing in the corner to my right, he weighed in this morning at 230 pounds and is from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. He is the current reigning and defending NWA Heavyweight Champion of the World, the Instant Classic, Christian Cage.
If body language means anything, Samoa Joe incredibly confident. Christian Cage, it almost looks to me like it's a forced cockiness. The fact that he realizes he's a man on an island out here. No Tomko, no Steiner, no Abyss, but just one man. He looks across the ring, directly into the eyes of the confident challenger, Samoa Joe.
I'll tell you what I saw, though, in Christian Cage. It was like a man trying to convince himself of who he was. Trying to tell himself, I'm the champion, I'm the champion. He started screaming at the crowd. And you know what? Sometimes that's what you gotta do. You gotta remind yourself, hey, I'm the one that's wearing the belt. Forget about Tomko, Steiner, Abyss, anybody else. It's now you and Samoa Joe, and one man is either gonna still be the champion or there's gonna be a new champion.
Champion and challenger come face to face and come nose to nose in the middle of the ring. Oh, smart move by Joe. I love that. Using the kicks to wear down the champ. He caught him unaware with that first one, and now he goes right and left leg.
You know, he's somebody that's so agile for a big man. And for people that have never seen Samoa Joe and they see him for the first time, their first thought is, not as confident as anybody else that has seen him. Within about 2 minutes of watching this man in the ring, you are in awe. You are just absolutely mesmerized by what he can do. You're mesmerized by his power. You're mesmerized by his speed. And you're mesmerized by his agility.
You break out that old cliche, and it really fits for Samoa Joe. Don't judge the book by its cover.
Yes.
Series of kicks by Joe here in the early going have given him, in my mind, a quick advantage on Christian, because the more he uses those kicks, the more he takes out that vertical base of the champ, the better the advantage is going to be as the match progresses down the line. To the hammerlock now by Samoa Joe. Crowd incredibly showing their support. So vocal. Takes the side headlock and just bulls the champ right down to the mat.
Oh, you can see the strategy already in play. You can see what Samoa Joe's going to do. He knows, and you know, don't think Samoa Joe doesn't know the situation. He knows he doesn't have to worry about Tomko, Steiner, Abyss, and you think that doesn't give him confidence? Are you kidding?
Swinging and miss with the clothesline, and Joe takes Christian off of his feet by putting a shoulder block right in to the chest of the champ.
Wow, that just took him. Look at this. Christian Cage is lost out there. Oh, just breaks him right in.
That's one way to do it. Open hand slap with authority. Follow kick. Series of them. Right and left kicks. And the champ goes down.
Christian Cage, his one great ability is to use his mind and beat you in mind games and get you looking one way and coming at you from another. And you wonder what he's got up his sleeve. You think he's got to have something, but right now, Samoa Joe bull rush. Nice elbow, though, by Christian Cage.
I think you're saying that there's no one to assist him in his diversionary tactics. Christian kind of surprises us by leaving his feet going airborne, and Joe just walks right out of the way, and there's the chop and kick combination, and the big knee drop. That's 280 behind that baby.
Oh, what a knee
cover.
Shot.
Two. Whoa.
Christian Cage right now has no clue, Mike. He has no clue. Look at that knee. Look at Joe.
Oh.
One just shot after
God,
another.
those things are lethal. God, they're stiff. Here comes Joe.
Oh, well, just sends him right through the ring. As Samoa Joe in total control. Christian Cage, like we said beforehand, wasn't prepared. Now look at this. Samoa Joe bringing him over here.
Near the broadcast table in front of the broadcast position, but the quick reversal sends Samoa Joe shoulder first into that steel ring post, and all of a sudden, Christian Cage with that one move, and now took him and just backed him up right against the other steel post. Christian Cage, level of confidence rises just like that. Coming over here, looking for a steel chair, I'm guessing, pushing anybody and everybody out of the way, and here he comes with the weapon in hand.
Well, you don't stay the champ. You don't become a two-time NWA World Champ for nothing. This guy has resilience, and Joe, look at the power!
Did you hear that?
I'd like to see that again. That was like just unbelievable.
It was like a splatter sound.
I mean, Joe just measured it and waited, and now look at this. Joe just sent it right over the top of the rail. Samoa Joe, wow. The little bit of momentum that Christian Cage thought he had, it went away that quickly.
TNA fans, they've cleared the way as the Samoan submission machine takes him face first, head first, right into the wall.
While they're going up in the stands, I'm going to show you how hard. Joe slams Christian Cage down. Look at this right here. He goes up, picks him up, and just slammed him down.
I think as equally as impressive as the video was the audio, and I hope you heard it at home like we heard it here. Headbutt by Samoa Joe knocks Christian down several steps of the impact zone.
I mean, Christian Cage, just anything he tries, it looks for a moment that he's got something going on. But Samoa Joe, he doesn't mind taking a little pain to get the job done. And now look at this, throws him against the wall, and Christian Cage just melts down to the ground.
I like the fact that the referee, Rudy Charles, has decided at this point, let's give him a little leeway. I don't think we want to see a double count-out situation here. I think we want to see a bottom-line winner and a loser, I love what the referee has done. I mean, Samoa Joe, he's just taking Christian for what may potentially be a victory lap around the building, and he just tossed him again head first, and even high five for the fans.
It's a special night, and you can't. You've got to let this play out right here, and you said it.
But look at Joe. He just lines it up.
Here he comes.
Oh, what a boot. He just busted the wall with his boot right there, and the crowd just loving everything. The crowd realizes Joe just smashed his face with his foot.
I don't recall Christian Cage being dominated in a match since his arrival in TNA that comes anywhere near this.
You know, we've talked about Samoa Joe. We've watched this rise. We've watched him kind of grow, as you will, here in TNA. But knowing this day was going to come, that he would get this opportunity, and man, he has taken advantage of it from the beginning. Christian Cage fighting. Oh, wait a minute. That might be the kind of shot that can turn this around.
He just planted it. He DDT'd him face first, dropped him on his head, right on the ring apron, follows up with a series of boots to the back of Samoa Joe, and it's like Christian Cage all of a sudden has a life again.
You know, that's all it took. I mean, I was sitting there basically just saying, hey, get ready for the end, and then Christian Cage saw an opening, took it, and now look at him come across and use that weight and grind it into Joe.
Smart move by Christian. He realizes that he's giving away over 50 pounds to the challenger. Get some velocity behind the 230 pounds that you have. And he did it. He sprung off the rope. But look at Joe fight back. Right hand shots. Christian's got those forearms and then the knee.
I mean, it was desperate. Oh, look at Joe, though. What a counter. He goes down, and not only does he go down, he spins the kick. Oh, but he misses. Cage able to get out of the way, and that's another shot. You can see the pain on Joe's face. Oh, he hit wrong. He landed wrong.
Missed the backsplash. Opening here for the champ, and Christian immediately goes to the elbow drop. Put it right across the face and bridge of the nose of Joe. Barely got a 1 count, though, when he went for the cover.
Oh, now look at this. Just grinding in, grabbing the mouth, pulling up. Samoa Joe telling the referee to get him to break it. But now every cheap shot that Christian Cage can use, he's going to take just to get the momentum back.
Moves like that knee drop right across the bridge of the nose can be so effective. Because, Don, as you know, once you're hit in the nose, once you're hit at that part of your face, your eyes will tear up.
You black out almost.
You black out. It affects your vision. And it just stops the offensive assault that we've seen to this point of the match. And you have to give the champ credit for turning it around as quickly as he has under dire circumstances.
Now, this is a good, smart move also to try to take the oxygen out of Samoa Joe, make it so he can't breathe.
I think Rudy Charles felt like that was a chokehold.
Yeah, it was. He was. He grounded in there. Look at Joe. He's wobbling. Joe can hardly get up, and you wonder, though, what Christian Cage has left in the tank after the beating that Joe gave him, and now going for a muscle buster.
It takes him up in the middle of the ring with the muscle buster. Usually he does it out of the corner. Oh, man, inverted DDT pin. 2. Oh, that was close.
Wow, so close.
Only a 2 count, however, before Samoa Joe barely able to roll the shoulder. As Joe gets to his feet, Christian takes him and drapes him, neck and throat first, across that top steel cable. Now going to position him across the middle rope. Referee Charles right in his face. And again, he goes back, and now that's 230 pounds.
Using the ropes to his advantage, and just putting the pressure every chance he can. You know, Joe, oh, listen to that crowd. They can't stand every move that Christian Cage is making, but it's effective. Look at what he's doing. Joe is out of breath. Joe, oh, now he's just humiliating.
I don't think Samoa Joe needs a wake-up call.
No. Oh, that's just what you don't do. That's just going to be a list of rules you don't do.
Chop after chop to the chest. Christian cuts him off immediately, rakes the eyes, catches him with a forearm shot, now from the middle rope.
Oh, what a kick by Joe!
God, did you hear that?
I mean, Christian Cage thought he was coming off, and then, I mean, that was like something you'd see AJ Styles do. Samoa Joe is so agile for a big man.
You heard the sound of boot hitting flesh. It was almost like a shotgun went off in the building. Not sure he might have broken the arm of Christian Cage that time.
We got to see that if it's possible. It's just the fact that you have that kind of agility for a big man. It really is unreal. And you see them both on their knees now, fighting back and forth. One shot after another.
Who's going to get the better of it as both men get back up to their feet? We take another look. Listen to this kick.
Oh, whoa, what a connect. Got him with the knee, too.
You're right. Knee and kick. Back live. Joe puts that double sledge right into the face of the champ. Shoots him off into the corner. Here comes 280 pounds in the knee.
just climbs the ladder, sends the knee, and now that's what you do. Christian Cage, when he started smacking the head, and now look at the rights, one after another.
Corner mount.
Look at Joe, fight it on, though, fight it, hold on.
That's the weight, that's the weight advantage.
Oh, look at that. Referee's got to break that hold right there, man. That would have crushed the larynx right there, man.
Christian in trouble. Joe charges. You called the face wash. There it is. Bottom of the boot makes contact with the face. Pin.
1, 2.
No. But barely no.
Christian Cage able to fight out of it. But now it is all Samoa Joe. And I'll tell you, Christian Cage has had his moments. Oh, but look at this. Joe able to catch him again.
Here comes Joe from the middle row.
Oh, wow. Just another knee
now
shot.
Now he's got him. 1, 2.
No! Man, I thought we had a new champion.
Just that close.
Unbelievable. Now look at the look on Joe's face. I think he realizes how close it was.
Champion and challenger both get to their feet, but let's be honest. Let's be obvious. Joe's in control. Is he going to go for the muscle buster? I thought he was, but Christian fights him off with a series of blows.
Out of desperation, Christian then leapfrogs. Oh, what a slam!
Now we count.
2. Oh, no!
Incredible series of near falls has put Samoa Joe on the verge of victory time after time, but give the devil his due. Christian Cage has not let referee Rudy Charles toll 3.
No, it's just on instinct alone. Now he's trying to hit the unprettier, but he just doesn't have enough strength. Joe's in control here, and look at the strength of
Powerbomb!
Man!
1,
2. Ah! Unbelievable! Now he's got him. Look at Christian, he's got him now.
And look at all the weight of Samoa Joe directly across the STF, dead center middle of the ring. He's got the crossface applied. He's got the leg hook with the grapevine.
Look at Christian Cage trying to do anything he can to get to the rope. Joe pulls him back. Christian rolls over, and now he sends him over to the middle of the ring. And he's got it applied. It's going to be over here in a minute.
Crossface. He still maintained the crossface. He no longer has the legs hooked, but he's got the crossface applied. And Christian trying to get up.
Christian fighting it with all he's got, and now Joe rolls him. Oh, wait a minute, now the referee. Oh, he's got his arm on the rope.
Just as Joe was going to go for that rear naked choke, just as Joe cinched in the Kakina clutch, you're right. The contact is made with the rope, and he's got to break it.
Unbelievable. He helped use that referee, I think, to kind of get the momentum with the roll. But he got his hand on that rope, and luckily for Christian, Rudy Charles finally saw it. Oh, man, he just gets into one hold after another.
Unprettier.
Wait, he hits it. He hits it.
Out of nowhere. Drapes the arm. Hooks the leg.
2. Wow. He didn't get it. He didn't get it.
Definition of frustration. Take a look at the face of Christian Cage as they're rocking the building at Destination X.
Joe getting to his feet. I can't believe he was able to get out of that. And you can see, though, the hold that Christian's got, but he doesn't have any leverage with his feet now.
Yeah, it's a smart move now to climb on the back of Joe here at this point.
Trying to wear him out.
And took the life out of him.
Oh, that's how you defend that.
280 pounds of Samoa Joe crashing down onto Christian. Contact made with the canvas. Christian is rolled outside. Christian's on the apron. Joe's up. Here comes the challenger.
Oh, look at that. He just creams him. He just creams him. Christian Cage in concrete. Unreal. Christian right there on the ground. What a shot, but that took a lot out of Joe, too. And you can see now referee Rudy Charles counting him out.
Yeah, putting in the count. He's up to 4. Joe, Samoa Joe, Christian Cage, both outside the ring. And I'm sure they can hear the referee pulling.
Wait a minute, look at Christian.
Samoa Joe rolls up.
Christian's walking away.
Oh, come on. I mean, you lose the title by a disqualification, but you wouldn't lose it because of a count out, and he's going to try and walk out.
Oh, come on.
You gutless champ.
Unbelievable. Referee Rudy, he won't let him.
Look at the locker room.
They're going to send him back in.
The locker room empties, and they're not going to send him back in. They're going to toss his ass back in.
And that's it. You can tell Joe wasn't going to win by count. Oh, look at this. And now he's got him up high. Oh, it creamed him.
Come
in here, Rudy! Rudy Charles! 1, 2! Oh, man, if he would have... Where was Rudy Charles? Unbelievable!
He was out of position, and it cost Samoa Joe the title, in my opinion.
You said it right there.
The hell was he doing up the ramp?
I was trying to get the other guys out, but still, you got to worry about the match in hand.
Inverted atomic drop.
Oh! You saw him throw the referee right in front. Oh, man.
No. Christian's got the chair. Joe has no idea. Joe has no idea that he's got the chair.
Oh, he catches it straight on. He saw it at the last second, but he couldn't do enough to block it.
Referee's down. Christian lateral press. He's got the cover, but Rudy Charles is down and out.
He can't get the pin. It's his own fault. Now he's got to figure what to do as you see Samoa Joe getting to his feet.
You can see the wheels turning in Christian Cage's head.
Oh, he's got a chair now. He's now getting more and more confident. Joe now getting up.
As Joe gets to his feet, Christian swings, misses, and Joe hits it back, lefts and rights, shot at Muscle Buster.
He
Get him in it.
Here he goes.
Muscle Buster.
Samoa Joe, and he hits it. Listen to this crowd.
Wake up, Rudy. Wake up, Rudy.
He's got it. 1, 2. No! Come on, you gotta count. What kind of a count was that? Unbelievable. Listen to this. Samoa Joe had it. Again,
he's measuring him. Rear naked choke.
Oh, low blow.
Got a low blow. Distant Joe is going to hook on the Kakina clutch.
Christian Cage now going up top. Samoa Joe, what a kick!
Took his head
How
off.
did he do that?
He took his freaking head off with that kick.
He's got him. Look at this. He's got him in the hold.
He's got the clutch. He's got the chokehold applied. Christian, for dear life, hanging on. Joe turns him around.
There it is. Wait a minute. He's got his feet on the ropes. What just happened?
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match is still NWA champion, Christian Cage.
Joe's shoulders were down. When Christian rolled over, Joe's shoulders were down. And Christian, you talk about a fortunate champion. You're looking at him. He doesn't look like a champ. But Christian Cage miraculously gets the 1, 2, 3.
That's a bunch of bull. That's just a load of crap. Unbelievable that he was able to use the momentum and get the pin.
Samoa Joe did everything. Samoa Joe did everything but win the NWA World's Heavyweight title. And as we leave you, I hate to say it, but Christian Cage is still the champ at Destination X.